that there will still be, you know, like some menuing and whatnot, but this might be one that like there's really no way to know ahead of time what we're getting ourselves into. Part of the fun. Part of the fun. It's also part of the fun of playing a game that has only been out for like a week. I think it came out on the, let's see, the 13th, so a little bit less than a week ago. So it's still pretty fresh. Still pretty funky fresh. What's up, Justin? Some 7-Up. They're still around. They're still around. And yeah, that cool the tropical 7-Up flavor is very new, I think, or at least relatively new. Like some kind of summer promotional flavor thing. It looks pretty sweet. In fact, there's a zero sugar variant. Makes me excited because I am a self-described slut for zero sugar options for sodas. A lot of the times, not always, but a lot of the times, if I taste like just regular soda, like sometimes it's like, ooh, it's like a bit too much. Like regular Coke, ooh, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. But you give me that Diet Coke version or the zero sugar version, I can vibe with that. I can vibe with that a lot better for sure. 9 times out of 10 at least. 9 times out of 10. There are some exceptions, but yeah, I like that. I like that kind of thing. I like that option. It's good. Go and launch the game. Launch that thing. I know I've made this joke before. Hawk Tua, launch on that thing. Launch Tua, launch on that thing. There was an update to this game that dropped, I think, yesterday. But I got that stuff installed, so we're all set. Launch the game right the gosh darn heckin' now. What's up, Farsight? The most funny sad in a row. That's exciting, Farsight. That fills me with excitement. I'm glad that it was fun for him. I have a sneaking suspicion that will translate into fun for us, the player. There we go. So it's capturing things. That makes me happy. And it looks like it is getting picked up on all the places. Very good. Game will automatically delete the oldest. Okay. All right. I was thinking maybe I would read things. Just be wary of not save scumming, basically, I think is what they're getting at. Yeah, get those shaders precompiled, baby. Delicious. He is quite British. I like it. His name is Alex Jordan. His name is Alex Farsight. Ugh. Pretty cringe name if you ask me. Alex? Bro's got an X in his name? Wow, I bet he's so extreme, right? 4 letters? Ugh. Puke. Make me sick. Imagine having a name like Alex. Ugh. So cringe. Oh well. I'll try not to judge. I'll try not to judge. But listen, I'm allowed to judge because my name's Alex. Therefore, I am the one to know these things. I'm the one to if there's anyone that can know that kind of cringe, it's gonna be me because I live in it. I read the whole thing. Read the whole thing. You saw me. Speed read. Speed run. Default's fine. Yeah, only real loses. That's what I'm saying, man. The any button. There he is. John Alters. Actually, I have no idea what the guy's name is. And sure enough, we'll have some mild menuing ahead of time. So I'll probably leave most of the values, the default settings. Subtitles, yes. Sounds good. Time localization. I'm such a scrub. I'm a 12-hour scrub. I like the PMs. I like the AMs. I know. I'm such a filthy normie. I will stick with meters. I know. Foot fetishes everywhere are in shambles right now. But I think I'll stick with meters. I would say, like, especially in video games, a lot of the times I tend to prefer metric units. The one difference is temperature. I'm a Fahrenheit boy through and through. It's true. It's true. All that set. VSync is already locked to 60. Very good. Graphics quality ultra. I mean, the game is pretty brand new, so if my computer can handle it, I am down. Upscaling. I was gonna say, as long as the super frame thing is not active, that's fine. Ultra. All right, cool. Save changes. Where did I change? All right, VSync. It's a little bit loud. Now I will lower a bunch of things. Still pretty loud. Going down more. I'm gonna save. There we go. I was like, is it one of those games you have to hit the apply button to make it stick? We'll probably do something like this. I think that's probably good. Every one of those, like, I'm looking at the waveform right now. It's like popping off pretty good. miles per hour instead of kilometers per hour. I'm a little bit surprised, Farsight, you prefer miles per hour. Of course, that is very much the standard here in North America. We got Dutson, by the way. Yeah, Dutson, I know you've been playing this. Dutson's. I've been trying to avoid like spoiling myself on watching YouTube videos or reading reviews, but the reviews and like the general reception has been very positive lately. So I hope you've been enjoying it, Dutson, because it looks pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet, and based on just like the little bits and snippets I've kind of picked up on. If all that the same controls. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be using mouse and or controller. I think I'll be using mouse and keyboard instead. We'll leave that for now. There will eventually be slowdown and auto aim. I don't know what that will entail. Auto aim for what exactly, I wonder. Like, I don't know if there's combat. I've left my brain as unprompted and as smooth and unprepared as possible. No lube. I'm going in as dry as one possibly could. There's a walk option with control. Okay. All right. Interact. There's a news feed. Okay. All right. An altars panel. All right. That's the namesake. They're going to say the name. They're going to say the name of the game, and I'm going to freak the fuck out. I'm going to be so excited. All right. Yep. I'm probably not going to need to memorize all the shortcuts necessarily. Elevator. All right. Talk to an altar. And there's sprint. All right. All right. Yep. Yeah, I'm not going to remember all these things. I'm sure we'll see like context-sensitive shenanigans when we get into the game proper. Control scheme. Cool. Streaming. There is integration. I think I'm going to hold off on that for this first session at least. That is good to know. What is hint? You can activate the Twitch vote option to let them... that's interesting. That is... Or it's interesting. Yes. Yeah, I usually don't do like Twitch integration stuff when it's my first time checking out a game, but yeah, maybe on subsequent sessions I might have to jump in. I unfortunately will have to disable copyrighted content because I don't want content ID matches for obvious reasons. Boost noise effect in communication room. I do wonder. Nothing is enforced, which is good, Dutson. Yeah. Dutson, would you recommend the noise reduction in the communication room? Probably not that bad, is it? Probably not that bad. Turn on the voting, can make your own choice. Right, yes. There's no like downside for it necessarily. It is pretty obnoxious, right? So I will turn that off then. And you know what? Dutson has pointed out that like at least it doesn't lock you in. So you know what, Dutson, you've convinced me. If you will allow me the meowment, I will indeed engage. Whoop, 9, engage. I will indeed engage with the thing. So the altars is linked to the Super Hobbit channel. And then install the integration thingy. For viewers who would like to engage with this thingy, this panel thingy, you might have to refresh your page after I install this bad boy. Excuse me, as I belch extremely loudly. Overlay 1, it is set. We're in there, baby. We're in there. Oh, I forgot I had the death counter one for Elden Ring. For Night Rain specifically. Cool. Okay, so we got overlay 1 all set. Good. And yeah, if you would like to engage with the integration app, you might have to refresh your page. Dudson says it works right from the get-go. I'm impressed because, yeah, usually if I'm a viewer and someone activates an overlay app or an overlay integration extension, that's the word, overlay extension, midstream, usually the viewer has to refresh, but if not, we'll take it. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll try it, man. I'll try it, yeah. Yeah, you've convinced me, Dudson, because you've probably seen how that goes. Some games, it is very involved, like these kinds of Twitch integration things, and that's usually a good thing, but sometimes it's a bit much. And when you're first learning a game or playing a game, experiencing it for the first time, sometimes it's nice to just kind of have like full control. Noita is a perfect example of that, because I love Noita. It's one of my favorite games ever. However, the Twitch integration mode for it is very fun, but it kind of spoils some of the experience for first-time players because, you know, it leads them to bullshit deaths, obviously, that are unpredictable and crap like that, and sometimes underpowers you or overpowers you in ways you can't control, so it makes it hard to, like, properly acclimate to the game in ways that, you know, were intended by the devs. So anyway, that is pretty cool. So thank you, Dudson, for the heads up on that. It's super helpful. I really appreciate your knowledge. Thank you for sharing your brain with us. Also, speaking of people with big brains, we got Mr. Game and Browse. What's up, buddy? Now, is Game & Browse big brain because he does that bomber refresh and gives us the red bomber friend, or is he big brain because he's smart and just a cool guy? The answer is both. Both is good. Common questions for base management games. Yeah, I'm down. Well, I'm excited. This one looks very fun. This one looks like a special one. Shoutouts to Evolve PR, hooking us up with the review key for this cool game. And yeah, like I said earlier, I haven't watched the trailer for this game. I have not watched any content, YouTube, streaming, or otherwise of this game. No idea what I'm getting myself into. We do have Twitch integration enabled for live viewers, and otherwise, I'm excited to try this thing out because it looks like a really cool game. And I, based on the various small amounts that I know, probably stick with standard and moderate, just the default. Sounds great. Stick with playing it safe. Press V to turn on in-game. Nice. Charles Bronson, Aaron? Charles Bronson. I feel like I should know that name. Yeah, I did get it through Terminals. Yeah, Terminals.io. Specifically, Evolve PR were the ones that greenlit the request. But yeah, Terminals.io are the ones that gave us the hookup. Or the platform, rather.
How did I end up here? My whole life, all its ups and downs, led me to this place. Far from home, far from anyone I know. A journey whose route is unknown. The destination, out of sight. Was this path just a random sequence of events that I had to follow? Or was there ever another way? Now, heading for the unknown. I can't really tell. Is this the end of the road?
It's so mysterious.
Or is it yet another branching?
Personally, I'm a fan of forking instead of branching, but... And of course, this game is pretty darn spanking new. I think it came out less than a week ago. 6-7 days or so ago. And it looks great. Looks very pretty. Based on the small tidbits I've seen. Screenshots, that kind of thing. And as you can guess... the prologue.
That was a tough landing.
First thing my brain does, of course, is Death Stranding vibes, but...
read me?
Polski.
Anyone?
I think it's a Polish developer. I think 11-Bit Studios is a Polish developer. 11-Bit Studios, same developers as... Frostpunk 1 and 2. It is a self-published title. They're the developers and publishers. Everything cool in my little pod, by the way. Yep. There's walking mode. Yep. Move the camera. There's sprint. All right. Now, I've been to Iceland. This reminds me a little bit of the Black Sand Beaches, rather, in Iceland. But I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. I don't think this is planet Earth necessarily. Yeah, just that the sand and like the shape of the rocks, like that kind of like rock pattern, that kind of thing is very reminiscent. That being said, is the ocean oil? It has that kind of oily sort of multicolored texture to it, oily slickness to it. And the War of Mine, you're exactly right, Dudson. Oh, Ireland. Oh man. I've never been to Ireland. My eldest brother lives in Ireland. They moved there 5 or 6 years ago, and they love it, but I've yet to visit.
That's an emergency flare from my capsule. I should look out for those.
Yeah, my dumbass wants to, like, hop around and explore. Now, there is no jump button, and so far it's staying fairly linear as far as, how we can get with this. It's a lovely other. I'm sure it is. Hold shift to run. And it sounds like you've been there before, Dudson. And Dudson, if I may be so bold,
Hello?
with your...
You read me?
delightful
This is Jan Dolsky.
complexion and bright red hair, which you happen to have some Irish
I landed
heritage
safely, bud.
in your lineage, in your family tree. I know, very presumptuous, Alex. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Somebody fair-skinned and having red hair, having Irish heritage. Way to be presumptuous, Alex. But if I may be so bold, White men are unable to jump. Accurate, very accurate. Now let's see. Am I allowed to be in? I mean, we emerged from this weird fucked up sea, so it's not going to damage us. But I probably shouldn't wade too much into water that is questionably deep. Yeah, the hexagonal stones. You know the ones exactly. Oh, you live in the United Kingdom. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. He's like got the whole Isles, baby. That's sick, man. That's sick. I'll be honest. I've never once detected an accent from you. Excuse me. There, a little sneak peek, a little peek behind the curtain of maybe what's to come. But of course, I don't know how long you've been in the States after that. Very pretty. And also slightly ominous, but it is pretty. Like this backpack. Climbable rocks. All right, we got action button. I like it. What we don't have is the yellow gamer paint. No yellow gamer paint, so that's a struggle. Born and raised on. I gotcha in Canada. Yeah. Moved to London. That's sick, dude. That's super cool. Yeah, I definitely would like to go visit my eldest brother and his family in Ireland. They expatriated to Ireland in a very awkward time. It was like October of 2019. It was like October of 2019, and the timing was maybe unfortunate. It was not the best. You could say there were complications with their efforts to move and get their stuff shipped overseas. Some of their stuff they were bringing with them. Obviously, get their house sold, and for that matter, buy a house because they were renting for a while.
Captain. Shit.
Uh-oh, deceased. Don't like that.
Deceased. What the hell? Not much I can do for her now. Oh, I gotta find the others.
Well, hopefully they suffered a more merciful fate. It was a good place to live as a young adult, but yeah, awkward time to be. Yes, exactly, awkward time to be. Well, as we all know, end of 2019.
What happened? She didn't crash. The capsule's intact.
No, the end of 2019.
Inside of it. I don't get it.
Nothing weird happened. As we all know, nothing strange happened in the end of 2019 and the beginning of 2020. Everything was fine. We had a couple years of complete normalcy. So yes, it was an awkward time. But once they kind of got settled, they got the old house sold, and the new house actually purchased because they were renting for a while. Yeah, they love it out there. They love it. And to be honest, there actually were some kind of loose plans to head there maybe next year, maybe sometime next year. But then, of course, this Japan trip opportunity became apparent, and it was like, all right, well, this is going to be like our travel experience, like, our big travel thing. Obviously, for obvious reasons, but it's that is still in our back pockets as a future travel thing to do. Yeah, January through March, exactly. So normal, so normal. Nothing happened in 2020, the most normal year of our lives. Everyone agrees, and the years since have also been normal, and no other fucked up things have happened. It's great.
There it is.
I can't keep up the charade. There it is. We saw it in the distance.
Anyone copy? If you can hear me, I've located the base. We'll try and get down there.
It's a very striking image, this.
Maybe they landed closer to the drop-off point. I gotta keep moving.
This big-ass wheel in the middle of this barren-ass wasteland of just sad rain and oil and sad rocks. Now, we do see more parachutes, at least. Yes. Yeah. You know too well. Y'all know too well, unfortunately. I'm wondering if the implication here. I want to like look over the edge more, but the camera is a little bit limited on how sharp of an angle it'll point. Yeah, I wonder if the implication is that everyone else is dead, and the only way we can run this base is not necessarily by ourselves. Oh, what's that in the bottom left? Like a radiation-ometer or something? Hard to go fast then. It's like a little, it's like a, maybe a Geiger counter of some kind. There's like a little radiation thing in the bottom left, and then also like an energy thingy. Oh, maybe that's like your stamina for how much you can sprint.
The capsules. Wait. What? No. That's impossible.
That's not bad, is it?
They can't all be. Why?
You're the chosen one, Jan.
Makes no sense.
He was spared. They all die within their capsules. How mysterious. Radiation?
Wave? Now?
Oh my.
Shit. It's rising fast. I gotta get to the base.
Down to the base. Ace of base? Oh, this way. There we go. I see the meter filling up. Like, I want to look at how cool that is, but also I don't want to get fucking murdered. That ocean effect, yeah, like, it looks badass, but I want to appreciate these things. I want to, like, look at how cool it is, but I also don't want to fucking grow a third arm and have my insides rot out. Also, I'm pretty sure the effect that we're seeing in the like in the kind of game overlay, like the little like sparklies that are kind of around our faces, I think that is like a thing that actually happens with cameras when they're exposed
The elevator.
to radiation. It's like a static. It's like a staticky effect.
Come on. Come on. That was close.
There's like old pictures of the Chernobyl meltdown that have that something kind of similar, like a weird like pixely effect, staticky effect. Third arm adds efficiency. It does. It does. Rotting out my insides, not so much, but you're right. What about a third penis? A third penis would be really cool too.
Anybody here?
Could Jork it? There you go. That's right. That's right.
For a moment, I hope someone else made it.
Communication room. All right. Well,
The comms room and get help.
is anyone home? Base overview. Okay. So here we are. Here's the base in all of its splendor. And all we have is you. All we have is this fella. Dudson says, wait, a third penis? Why? Y'all know about the third? Y'all know about the hypothetical third penis? I know. It's pretty out there. Kind of an out there theory. I know, it's ridiculous. More than 2 dicks on one person. Can you imagine? Oh, man. That'd be ridiculous. Yo, what's up, Bearded Blink? Yeah, this game does look pretty sweet. This game does look pretty sweet, and we're just now getting into it. No, I really have no idea what I'm getting myself into. I know there is exploration. I know there is, like, base management. And I know there's, like, weird shit. Should contact Earth before you exit the base. Okay. What, you mean I shouldn't just, you know, wander around? Oh, speaking of wandering around. 9:51 p.m. Okay, no, it's 10:21 p.m., but close enough. We can't explore around. Airlock, small storage. Find the communication room. Of course, we can actually see it is up and left. So I will be a good boy. Towards list. We got organics. Cooking mush and crafting items, yep. So, some raw foods. We got some basic materials, very nice. Do not go this way. If you go that way, you will die forever. That's how it works. Now you know how I pulled Gracie. That's right. Now you know how did Alex pull such a cool lady? It's the hypothetical third penis that I don't actually have. I know. Like I said, more than 2. That's selfish. That's selfish, Alex. Now look at this thing. This thing is very, very striking. The old built-in DP. That's right. That's right. XCOM, Death Stranding, Moon, the movie. I like it. All right, time to establish a connection. Can we can we make long distance calls? Unknown is calling. I usually ignore these, like spam risk, unknown caller. Like, imagine a telemarketer reaching you all the way out here.
Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Soma. I do love me some Soma. That game fucking rocks and is sad, but good. It's a very good game.
Mayday! Mayday, anyone?
I can hear you, Captain.
All right, so I press the V button. V. Did I do it? I don't know if it worked, but we have like this, maybe some voting options with the Twitch integration thingy. Informational overlays. I'm guessing like the ones on the actual app itself, on the integration, that is. So, anything is specifically on my end to like confirm whether or not things are working. We'll say we are the new captain. And see the voting. Wonder if I can check to see what the key bindings might be. Presumably, it would be fairly obvious, like enable voting, basically. Back to this thing, voting. Oh, on. There we go. That might have something to do with it. That might have something to do with it. Turns out, there was one last fancy little setting. All right, so V, bam. Ah, there we go. So if people are so inclined to vote for the option, then we do have that. So I don't know, like, how engaging this will be and how much people want to mess with it. But it's always fun when it's split down the middle. That way we get to maximize making some people upset. That's the best. You know, it's one thing if everybody wants one option, but if it's split down the middle, 50-50, it means no matter what you do, half the people will be sad. So I'll say we are the captain. I'm the captain now.
Great. This is the new captain of the mission speaking, Jan Dolsky. Corporate ID 4672B.
We work for a corporation.
I'm afraid the former captain is gone, together with the rest of the crew. Hello? Can you get me out of here?
Probably been a while since you've talked to another person.
Time remaining to sunrise.
Uh-oh. Time remaining. Don't like that. Audience voting, you don't say. Press V when the prompt shows up. See the latest numbers. You're not obligated. You can upset as many people as you want. Boop. So yes. What's that about danger? Also, yeah. What about something left 43? Yeah. Sounds, yeah. I'm not totally surprised. You're not wrong. Yeah, I'm curious about what danger.
Remaining to what?
You know I can't speak Spanish.
Talk to me. What's the danger?
Planet activity rising. 4 days remaining. Be lethal proximity. Present instructions and logs.
Oh, no. Don't you go all fuzzy on me.
All right, the reception's a little weird here.
Lethal proximity. Oh, useless quantum nav system. Where the hell did it send us? Lethal proximity of what?
Glance. 3 data before star approaching. This battle, we must escape. Proximity star in days.
You mean a star will come and burn this planet? And I just have days to escape? Is that right?
Affirmative. Missing sunrise.
Sunrise. Perfect.
All right. Well, no pressure.
I need to find those captain's logs.
Usually if I'm looking for someone's logs, I check the toilet. Nah, anyway. Captain's cabin, probably down there. Navigate the manual. I mean, maybe the command center, but I would assume the logs the place to be. Wonder how long he's been here, like, trying to establish connections. Read the logs and look for hints of your operations. Or we could just end the day and say, you know what? Fuck this. I don't get paid enough to deal with this shit. It's one of those like what are they, like the Dyson air purifiers? You're exhausted. For a moment, it looks like there's like a pop-up. Oh, it's just the end of the day option. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look. All right, evacuation. Take a look-see. There are tutorials, by the way. We already learned about the audience voting. Evacuation functionality manual. Oh boy. Don't touch the grass. Yeah, don't touch the grass. Don't drink the water. Just don't do it, man. Don't let the sun get us. That's right. That's right. The sun is a deadly laser beam, as we all know. All right, so refuel the base, manufacture necessary equipment, securing food supplies, correcting the HUD. Very good. So speaking of manufacturing necessary equipment, organic matter deposits, deployment of an ally core. Okay. No, ally core polygonal scanner specifically. Okay. Ally core is, I guess, where this are benevolent benefactors for which we are employed. Mining outposts, pylons can be located. Craft them in the workshop. Cool, 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 cool. What about triple star systems? Considered related to a very high capital V, capital H, proper noun, probability of discovering Rapidium and the Ally Core classification system. Rapidium, you say? Unique radiation cycle observed on planets belonging to such systems. Maybe the one we're on, perhaps. It's unstable and it emits a lot of radiation, which is maybe not recommended for health purposes. Employees should be aware. We're going to witness a lot of these things. Good. Or rather, missions sent by this nav system. And there will be a lot of successful Rapidium extraction. Good, good, good. Sounds like that's our corporate edict. Operating on planets that have this happen, there will be precautions to acknowledge. Complex gravitational structures. Life-threatening events, such as lethal proximity of one of the suns, which might be what we just heard about. Annihilation of the planet, service, and immediate destruction of all life forms. I mean, that's not bad, is it? I wouldn't have to worry about that. That doesn't mean us. We're not life forms. That's not us. Its vessels in the cutting edge SIBA evacuation. Extract Rapidium while avoiding hazardous conditions. Oh, thank goodness we can still, get the work done. Thank goodness. That's the priority. Consult the SIBA evacuation manual. All right. All right. Copyright, whatever year this is. Yeah. Do not distribute. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Quantum navigation. Okay. How does it work? Cryo sleep. Does that mean they're sad while they're sleeping? Modifying trajectory, setting a course for probable location of valuable resources. Collects lots of info. Alright. Notification is sent to ensure everything's good. Alright. Yep. Right, well, we got some basic stuff here. Follow the instructions to prepare for the journey. Let's get some medals and try to escape the sun. Find the full procedure, that SIBA evacuation procedure thing. Then we need some medals. Okay. I could also check the. Is that a oh, what were they? The Ring Fit adventures? Is that a Ring Fit exercise thing he's got underneath there? All right. So we need the. I was kind of hoping it would also be somewhere in the captain's log, but no dice here. Nothing there. So maybe the command center. Maybe the communications room. Maybe the quantum computer. So I'll just kind of poke around. There's the machinery. Radiation barrier. Okay. Yeah, but I definitely like not having radiation. Thing I like to avoid. What are you looking for? Well, maybe I misunderstood. I'm thinking. Oh, whoops. Under tasks, they say follow the instructions to prepare for the journey. Says I gotta find the evacuation procedure. Oh, well, okay, okay, maybe, yeah. So I did misunderstand, yeah. This was the text I was focusing on. So, because there was like that, oh, we have to start by sleeping? Are we eepy? Our guy is getting exhausted. And in the bottom left, the radiation part is a little bit concerning. Oh, in fact, things are getting kind of fuzzy, aren't they? Like, as I'm like walking around, There's like, there more that little filter effect, that like weird effect is happening. Radiation barrier is off. Ooh, that's not good. Wonder if I can turn it on. I saw it. This thing. I don't have a filter. That seems not good. It seems not good. We can try sleeping. Our guy is exhausted. Just sleep off the radiation. All right, now we have full energy. Energy bar, there we go. This will take a lot longer when you're actually tired. Makes sense. I'm guessing I also need to feed my guy at some point. Yeah, the main thing really was... Yeah, refuel it. Yeah, they kind of just list out these 3 items. Refuel the base, manufacture the stuff, and get some supplies. Yeah, the main thing was talking about, like, utilizing the SIBA evacuation functionality. Maybe that's just what this is. Just summarized. So, look for some metals then. Which means we have to go outside and presumably... Energy, yes. Presumably, that means... Airlock. Go up. It sounds so simple. Yes. It's summarized so easily. For shallow deposits. Okay. Guessing it'll be fairly obvious. I'll just kind of sniff around. There was like mention of a cool little... Yeah, approach the deposit, interact with it. Red dust. Cool, yeah. There was mention of like a cool multi-tool that might be usable, or like we can build it later on maybe to help us like identify and find these kinds of cool things. Oh, cool map. All right, so that's our guy right there. I don't want to just like go like right up to the same place where he came from. That's where he came from. I can't just go up there. Radiation levels are, I assume, acceptable. It hasn't gone up, but I don't think it's gone... It hasn't gone down, but I don't think it's gone up either. I think we're okay. Shallow deposits. Look for the red. Ooh, well, wait, never mind. That's oh, here we go. Here we go. It's in delicious rust. I need 60 overall. Hopefully my guy... Well, we know we have some raw food back at the base, so hopefully he'll be okay.
That looks like our ship's cargo.
Stuff over there, obviously. But stuff here might also be beneficial.
It's filled with the crew's personal items, including my stuff.
Multi-tool. We were just talking about these things. Collect it. Can I get...
Yeah. This is one of the things they told me to take on the mission.
Can I look through my crew's personal items?
Things that will make
Judge them on their
far away from home.
underwear choices?
Objects that trigger good memories. Typical corporate bullshit.
I mean, he's not wrong. Also this. History of the Universe. Chris and Jack. I'll take it.
Is that a movie? Huh. Alicorp even thought of entertainment at the base.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We did see in the distance another fun thing. Wait for you to watch it in the base. Energy. Movies. There we go. There's other mysterious things in the distance. Here's geysers, maybe. So we need a small amount more. We have a hot 6. We're going to need 60. We'll need 10 more of those puppies.
That shiny
Or 10,
rock.
not 10 more, 10 times as many.
The source of
However,
metals.
this might be a whole bunch of it. This is a whole bunch. Oh my god. So that, like, helps us get a fuck ton of it. Which we have right now, we have 76. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm a little bit concerned. Yeah, 76. Oh, actually, they say gather 60 outside. Oh, okay, so now we're set. I was concerned that the The progress thing didn't actually tick over. Let's head back to the command center. We have what we can do, what we need to build a workshop. I do like the fast forwarding because obviously that would take a minute. The implication is that we had some kind of cool little... We're using that cool little multi-tool to make things fast. Alright. So we're looking for... Yeah, our guy's doing okay. Command center, I think. Yep. Base navigation. Base building. It's probably got to be that base building then, if I had to guess. I was a betting man's. Build menu. Bam. Workshop. Bam. Can place it anywhere within the confines of this wheel. I don't know if we're allowed to move the modules around, or like once it's set, if it's there forever. Near the, I would say maybe near the, like I like to think there's benefit to putting it maybe like closer to the middle. The command center seems to make sense. I would say that or the captain's cabin. Right, so gotta go craft a scanner then. That's our next thingy. And we have the metals for it, presumably. Bam. Get that scanner going, baby. It takes 1 minute or 1 hour. Answer. That's assigned. And then here we go. Cool. Then I'm the one that makes it happen. Scanner made. Very good. I'm supposed to have like an inventory of sorts, but it's there. Crafting items. Yep. Base building. Sell that as well. Organics. Now fuel. Yep. Makes sense. Looking and harvest organics on the surface. Blue smoke. Ooh, organic deposits. I like that. I like that. Very good. That's our next step. Find the stuff. You guys getting a little bit tired, but we're still doing okay. Gonna be airlock. Keep exploring. We saw some in the distance and I was very excited. Getting a deep deposit. The blue smoke. We have something in the bottom right. We get to like move this thing around. Like it's one giant wheel. I wonder if it eventually will, like we'll be able to roll it around. Where did I see that blue smoke? We saw on the... there it is. Saw in the distance. Yeah, is the scanner something I get to mess with myself? Some shallow metals over there. Just always raining. It's so sad. So sad, always raining. What's up, Algasso? We're playing The Altars. Cool game that came out about a week or so ago, and it's... I mean, I'm liking it a lot so far. We're still in the early parts, though, for sure, though. It's got some stuff. What do you mean? Okay, yeah, that's where we're going. So I think that really the scanning is that it will just kind of auto-look at things for you as you're... Oh, yeah, I need the climbing stuff.
Not yet. I'll have to find another way.
Someone play this? Well, there was a demo. There was a demo that was, I would say, made the rounds... to a pretty good degree. Maybe 6 or so months ago. Maybe even longer. I feel like I've been hearing talk about this game for quite some time. But, in that too. Like, is that a sign that the radiation levels are growing? Because that's not good. Don't think I like that. I don't like that one bit. Ooh, yeah. It's cool, but...
What the hell?
What the hell, indeed.
Could this be...
On some Rapidium.
Rapidium?
We've heard so much about. Yeah, right.
I feel strange.
It's like...
I have to get closer.
It's some stalker shit, man. Stalker style Chernobyl. It's the fucking monolith, man. It's gonna grant us a wish.
I need to collect a sample.
It's definitely gonna go well. It's gonna go really well for us, right? Extract. I got 20. I need 30. Okay. Report my findings. You got it. So I gotta find the Ganic stuff though. So I gotta get that shit. Yeah, the last Next Fest. Yeah. So actually, that was about a year ago then.
Unbelievable. So the useless quantum nav system isn't that useless after all.
There's more there, too. So we'll come back for more for sure.
Knew where it was sending us. Except... the ice
Found a little bit, but we need, like, a good deposit. Not just a small baby amount, but for, like, good shit. But yeah, I think the demo for this game that made the rounds about a year or so ago, I think it, like, got a pretty good amount of coverage. I think a lot of, you know, content creators and streamers covered it. And it got, like, a good reception. And I think that's part of why there's been such, like, a marketing focus on this game, because I think
smoke.
the devs and the publishers know what they got a good one here. The game's pretty cool. All right, we're going deep. Use a scanner. And it is something you actually do select yourself manually. Pinpoint the place with the most intense red coloring. You got it. It'll be the 2001. Yeah. Use the bone tools, man. Hopefully it turns us into a space baby. We go through different dimensions and some shit. This is pretty sweet. So place the probes. We're probing. Bam. All right, so we'll start with here. And then can't have it be too far. Here. Here. Not too far. How's that? Pretty good. Pretty good. What about here? Oh, I think yeah. Hold. Oh, but it stays scanned. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. We'll just assume that we're on the right track here. Bam. Bam. And it's like it's getting juicy for sure. And juicy. Can't do that one. Let's keep going this way then. I don't know if like dunking my head in that geyser is necessarily going to be advantageous for my health. Incoming radiation. Uh-oh. Does that mean I'd probably just get back to the base? Except I don't have any sort of like radiation filter.
I still can't believe it.
We'll play it safe. We'll play it safe.
It really is rubidium.
I know. Yeah, I want the space baby. Who could forget the space baby? Aren't you proud of me, Ogas? That's a movie I've seen.
I need to report it.
Can I just deselect? And it might take the elevator like a second to drop down. Charging station. Cool. How do I bring the elevator? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. E. There we go. Okay. No, it is instantaneous. Good. So tiredness versus exhaustion. So we're getting a little bit tired. After a while, you become exhausted, though. I'd like to get the scan thingy finished. Let's go ahead and report our findings, though. That's something we can definitely do right now, I think. Definitely, maybe. Definitely, maybe. Yeah, the Willy Wonka Nightmare Tunnel. Honestly, that whole sequence is very Willy Wonka-esque. Or rather, the Willy Wonka Tunnel is 2001-esque. What is this rapidium? This rapidaceum. Oops. Found on an asteroid plummeting past Earth. Accelerated growth. A time-traveling element. Savior element. Apparently, it's really sweet. It's got a nice cox to it. Very good. Very good. Excuse me. It pours energy into the mitochondria of the cells. That's the powerhouse of the cells, baby. Hell yeah. The United States education system drilled that shit into our brains. We knew that shit would come in handy years later. I'm fucking ready for this one. I'm so ready. That's pretty sweet. The implications are immeasurable. Could put an end to the global catastrophe as we know it. I like it. A savior element. All right, all right. Can I make the climbing hook yet? Let's see. I need more metals and more. Oh, and also I have to get the actual organic stuff out. Not yet. Right. So probably the command center. Report my findings. Oh no, not command center. Maybe the cabin? Yeah, let's do the captain's cabin. Let's try that. Boop. Would it be in the logs? That wouldn't make sense. Nah, it's not the log. Get that shit out of here. Report my findings. End the day. No, I don't want to do that. I mean, we will need to fairly soon because my guy's getting eepy. Radiation barrier. Machinery, not quite. Yeah. Yeah, as you darn well should, Dutson. As you darn well should. Storage. Yeah, that's not it. Maybe the computer. Computer might just do it, actually. Oh, hold on. Do we have a call coming in? I see it. There's like a little phone thingy. Vacation room. Call's available.
Hello?
Hello, mysterious person.
Copy.
What's up, Whale? Oh, wait. Is this the same call as earlier?
I went out to find
no, it's not.
resources, and I found a cave full of something. I think it might be Rapidium.
What about Pantshidium? I know about that one.
You hear me? I think I found Rapidium.
You sure about
That's just cheese. That's just dairy. Pantshidium. All right. Boop. So if people would like to vote on which one I should react with, not that these decisions have like that much weight yet, I don't think. Later on, though, we'll have some spicy ones, I'm sure. So, are we certain or are we not certain? We'll say we fill it in the cockles of our penis that we're set.
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, what else could it be?
test it?
Test the Rapidium?
Injected into my
How
veins.
would I do that?
Get a belt. Excuse me?
A blueprint?
Yeah, the game said it was. They wouldn't lie to me, would they?
A womb?
Some sample of DNA. Provide.
I am curious. Whomst is this mysterious benefactor? Slowidium? I think I had that shit injected into my brain when I was a kid. Brain smoothium. Yeah, you gotta crank off into it. I was actually thinking the same thing, Ogasso.
Who are you?
Provide the DNA sample oneself. Let's see what happens. Create some terrifying semen monster. Hey man, you're alone on this space station all by yourself. All your friends and coworkers are
Makes
dead.
sense. Rapidium speeds up organic growth.
I get to like fuck around with this mega computer at some point. Quantum computer. Maybe not just yet. So I guess workshop. Y'all ever just just do a fun little crafting project where you build a goddamn womb? It said blueprint added. Nope, nothing here. Build a womb module. Unless it is here. Is it a base building? You do get to move modules. That's nice. Necromorphs, one can only hope. That's right. It powers the sperm mitochondria. That's right. And probably remove them. Some cannot be removed though. Do I get to build a womb? No, I get to build. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. But I need more of the juice. My guy's getting kind of eepy though. It is 11. Yeah, let's go ahead and give him some eepy times. So some more materials we need. And I'm lost because I'm a dumbass. Eventually I'll know this base like the back of my penis, but for now, it's a strange alien place full of strange alien things. I will end the day. My guy's getting tired. Powerhouse with even more power. So many cells are getting supercharged. Sunrise in 7 days. When the sun rises, it's all going to heck. Right, so we got to go back to the airlock so I can get some shit. Need to continue scanning that that deposit we saw earlier. I think it was over this way. I would like to get some other raw metal materials, sooner than later. This will be a pretty juicy deposit of it, so I'll go ahead and snag this. Just basically as much as I can, yeah. And it'll probably, like, maybe refill. I guess I don't know exactly, but... The sparkles are cool. I could get more of that rapidium. But we need that organic stuff, for sure. Just click and go to the room. That was what I, like, was kind of doing by default, was, like, trying to click around these things. But I do think you have to manually handle that shit oneself. Oh, the bottom right is, like, an indication of, like, time until fuckery time. Time until scary times. I do want to get more of that stuff. I'm trying to take things one step at a time. Continue the scan. It still wants me to continue scanning, so the deposits that I found, the progress I've made is good. No data, no data. Yeah, like, oh, scanning. Yes. Intense red coloring. So let's continue, say, this way. Am I too far? Oh, I've never actually retrieved those. Okay. I was hoping that would, like... Let's get this one back. There we go. Alright, that looks pretty good. So, let's build a mining outpost, I guess. NBD. Build mode, yep. This thing. Do I have the resources? I guess I do. Cool. Build it right here. Yep, there we go. Yep, snap to it. Perfect. Alright, well, that was easy. Looks cool. Building additional pylons. StarCraft, eat your ass out. Eat your penis out. Connect the mining pylons to the base. That's pretty cool. Automatically connects. Limited range, probably. All the green lines. Ooh, I like it. It won't be tedious at all. It might be. It might be. So I don't have any other ones pre-ready. Go out the way we came. Actually, no, I can just do it this way, probably. At 30 meters. So I probably have to build one here, then, because it needs, like, direct line of sight. I'll build one right here. Okay, never mind. Getting, like, a little bit wobbly. Maybe the idea is you have to, like, go the maximum distance. I drop down. Yeah. See, now we don't have the line of sight anymore. Oh, there we go. Right, but I don't have... Yeah, but I don't have any. That's the thing. I really don't have any of this stuff. Of course, I can't just climb back up there. Build. Oh! Oh! I'm a big dummy. I'm a big dummy. Yeah. Okay. Well, I will go ahead and build this one here. Yeah, I had the wrong thing selected. I had the wrong goddamn thing selected. So, get the mining outpost, yeah. I'll go ahead and put this one here. But I am gonna have to go around to make that first connection. Yeah, I picked the wrong thing because I'm a big doofus. I said big tall thing and I got excited. I see big, long... listen, I'm a creature of habit. My time in college served me well. I see big, long object, I'm gonna get excited. That's how it goes. I had a reputation in college. The reputation precedes me. Alex sees big, long item. His brain takes... His brain loses all purpose. Loses all fidelity. It said manic mining outpost. Yeah, I completely overlooked that small detail of a very obvious label. I'm a spatial learner, apparently. Not textual, not visual learner. All space. All shapes, rather. I'll put that right in the middle. Bam. There we go. We're gonna maximize the range as much as reasonably possible. I'll put it a little bit closer. There we go. And presumably as long as that little circle encompasses the wheel, we're probably good. And presumably, this will do it, right? This last one. Bam. Am I good? Ooh, there we go, there we go. Boink, there we go. So it's got to connect to this spot here. Good, good, good. So we can build the stuff, but we need the organic matter gathered using this cool outpost. So how does that actually work? So scanning, we know about that. Pylons, we learned about that. Climbing hook, I actually need to build that myself. Organic deposit, we saw how that is. Shallow deposit, sure. Moving modules, all good. Fast travel. Oh, there you go. Fast travel. So there is that, which is nice. Automatically connects. Anything that oh, production. Building more of these guys. Yes, mining outposts. Good, good, good. Yeah, look for the blue smoke. Deposits. Crafting items. What I'm assuming is that mining outpost will do its thing automatically. Let's see, it needs 180 total. Let's go back then. After using the outpost. Yeah, maybe there's like a manual operation I have to do on the actual mining outpost myself. The big thing. And that has a little usable tick mark to it, but I think it will tell me it is empty. Yeah, for now. It might repopulate over time, maybe. When it's also empty. Shimmery, like, glitters, sparkles are fun. I wonder if it's like real, like, you know, the glitter we're used to, where that shit gets in everything somehow. In and on everything forever. Also, do I want to go ahead and snag a little bit more of the juice from this fancy place? We were able to get some of the sample. Or like a couple chunks of the sample. But there's still plenty left. And by plenty, I mean, I guess I don't know, but I could take a quick look. Something tells me we're going to need more of this in the future. And I'm sure standing around this stuff is really helpful. And healthy, even. Now the deposit is empty. Got a little bit more. Yeah, I'm sure, like, just... I mean, we're not breathing it in, obviously, directly because we have the spacesuit, but still, I'm sure just this being in our vicinity is great for our bones and for our DNA. Nice and spicy radiation. I mean, maybe not little radiation, but it's something. It's obviously some kind of particle that is. I'm not sure. I'm convinced it's not without some kind of downside. Okay, so is there something I need to do here? There is like a little terminal thing. So yes, there's a couple things actually. So organics, I can just hold the button and work. Yeah, make it work, baby. So 14. All right, so this will take a while. What else do we have here? Just out of curiosity, there's a couple terminals. So it's already charged. That's good. And then this is fast travel. Cool. Oh, man, so that would have potentially saved me some trouble earlier. But now we know. Now we know. So we need... Is it a total of 180? Because right now we're at 180. Yeah, we're good. All right, so I will... Oh, whoops. Provisions needed. Good. Back here. Nice. That is nifty. That is very nifty. We still got some energy left, so we're not done yet. We can build a kitchen. Can I build a womb module? I would love to build a womb module. So we can fast travel outside. Can I fast travel inside? Not yet. Although, that being said, I don't know. Right now, the base is kind of... It's kind of neat, but... There's only so much happening right now. But I suspect that eventually, when other entities join us, then the base will be a little bit more interesting. Oh, actually, yeah, this is it. A build the womb. Soundproof cell growth capsule. So can't fit that there. I don't have any elevators there. Guess I could just build an elevator. Yeah. I build one. Rot hurt. I build this thing. Bam. And I'm assuming they automatically connect, and it's fancy schmancy. So there we go. Use the DNA sample. While we're here, can I get myself that sweet-ass climbing tool?
Now,
I need more of the metals.
possibly come out of it.
We'll eventually need more of these things for sure. We'll need a metal for that too. Gotta spend metal to build metal or something. Uppies. The womb. Standing by. What did it say? Your future provided today by Ally Core. They seem like allies, alright? They seem really nice and nothing weird or fucky going on here whatsoever.
Here goes. And a sample.
Do I spit in a tube? Do I have to...
Pyridium.
I have to... Like, do they like eye contact? Sheep.
Oh,
What do we name him?
of course. What else?
That was a provided sample.
Oh, no, you need a name. I think I'm gonna call you Molly.
Hold on, but there was a thing. There we go. How do I talk to the fella? Oh, you get to pet him.
Hello, Molly.
Oh, what a buddy. What a good dog.
Do you?
Can I pet that dog? Dog's a little weird looking, but I think it's pretty cute. And of course, my time with RimWorld has told me that we can shear this sheep, hopefully. Get some wool. Help survive the long winters that... Well, if the world ends in 7 days, maybe we don't have to worry so much about winters, but still. Report the results. Communication room. Manicado. Hello, unknown person.
Okay, I built the womb and
Did I do good?
tested the rapidium. The DNA sample provided was a little surprising, but it worked, I think.
It is that kind of game, Elgaso, isn't it great? We made a friend. A platonic friend. Hopefully.
Hello? Can you hear me? I have a sheep on board. You're responsible for 2 lives now.
You impregnated the womb with a sheep.
Successful. Really felt rapidity.
Alright, so now that we've verified that this is what we say it is. Like, alright, well, yeah. Alright, let's cut the bullshit, and will you actually, like, I don't know, give me some assistance, please?
Yeah. Now that I'm a real hero, I could use some real assistance.
You're in imminent danger.
I know.
Remaining disarmed.
I'm extremely aware.
I know that. But I'm just a builder. I'm not trained to move the goddamn base all by myself.
Very good. Very helpful. Thanks for... Then the guy's like, alright. Alright, bye. Thanks for the assistance. Still can't plug my brain into the quantum computer and make something weird yet, but I can make a kitchen. What's this one? That's base navigation. But yeah, can't do no navigation nonsense. Expand. Ooh, we need more research. Cool. There's research. I was joking about RimWorld earlier, but here we go. I do have what's necessary to make some kitchen times. So I would need an elevator to be able to reach it. How much does an elevator cost? Costs 10. Do I have enough for kitchen and elevator? I have I'm just shy of being able to afford all of it. But I can move things around. So what I might do is this one here. And there. There we go. Did I see that the base got heavier? It was like, yeah, base mass 170. I wonder if you can overload the base and it fucking crumbles. And to make some mush meals. Ah, delicious. Consume 1 meal a day. But hopefully that's like a good meal, because like a hearty meal, because 1 meal a day, that sounds so sage. So 6 using I got the raw organics. I got that organic. All right. Set infinite uphold. Nah, just do this much for now. So we queued it, and then we make it work. So 50 minutes to build 6 meals, or is this? Okay, it's per meal. Gotcha. Oh, but my guy's exhausted now. Okay, so we'll just do that much now. My guy's beyond tired now. He's straight up exhausted. We could force this, but we know it'll make it take that much longer anyway. Also, radiation is looking a little bit scary. So, oh, command. Oh wait, no. Oh, it's below me, beneath me. It's getting fuzzy. I think the fuzziness is more when the guy's tired versus radiation. The radiation filter is something that we probably are going to be worried about eventually. Six days. That's plenty of time, maybe. There might be ways to delay the inevitable, but only by so much. And we're good. Start the engines in the command center. You got it, baby. Command center. Now, no navigation. Is that going to be a problem? This thing, right? Yeah. That's the engine. It's going to work. First try. No question.
Whoa. What just happened? Come on. Do this to me now.
The machinery. All right. There we go. I know. It's strictly platonic. It's gotta be. It simply has to be. All right, so what's this thing? Machinery. Oop, excuse me. Box is in the way. Box stuck. It's the emergency lever. Yank that shit. Just hopefully it doesn't break off.
That's sorted. Let's
Okay,
give it
try
another-
again. Try again. And it's gonna work this time. Like I said, no questions, no concerns. Wrong lever!
Not again.
Try again. Just fucking like... just trying to start a lawnmower that just will not cooperate. Oh, okay, that's a problem.
Well, you have got to be kidding.
Should I not
me.
breathe in this ominous black smoke?
Just my luck to be stuck in a junkyard.
I'd be a little bit angry too. I'd be a little bit frustrated if I were in his shoes. Can't say I blame him. Can I call the guy? Mysterious entity? That is maybe our boss,
Still there?
maybe?
I really need your help. I can't get out of here. I did everything according to the manual, but there's a malfunction. I
Magic smoke, that's right.
just don't know how.
Rapidium can save you. And check data consistently with the MQC module.
Oh, boop. So I think this means like, I'm not sure what like the little thing you mean. Maybe that's like, that is a definitive statement, whereas this is a question that could lead to other statements or other info. So I'm leaning towards this one. Save me how?
Rapidium can save me? How exactly?
Very good, very helpful. So,
Only the captain has access codes to the quantum computer.
Access granted.
Is it that simple?
Man, that was easy.
Yeah, that was easy. I thought I'd need like a password, like, you know, 6969 or 1234 or password with a capital P. Check your data consistency. I mean, I eat a decent amount of fiber, so I think I'm pretty consistent. My data outputs are consistent. QC, I'm more of a QT wink kind of guy.
Mine records.
Bunch of them are deleted, but not ours. Oh my. Is that a link inside of our brain? Or is it birthing a new me?
I recognize this.
Maybe even an alter of me. An alternative form. Available slots. Qubit level. So a presumably nice memory. In a rented apartment. Guess you not talk to your parents anymore. Give Lena the good life she deserves. We get to like inspect various moments of our life, maybe. 22 years old, working abroad. Working abroad for 2 months. For yourself for a semester. Get some money to mom. The earliest one. Earliest key memory. Distant memories. Yeah, I mean, it do be that way. Childhood memories are fuzzy, absolutely. Life path for Jan specifically. Wonder if there's other characters then, not just like Jan Prime. Local grocery store mom worked in. I mean, I'm tempted to like. I kind of want to read all of these. They seem very interesting. An old mining town. Bunch of apartment blocks. All too familiar. Yep. Dad working at the mine, drunk, pissed off. Mom trying to hold together. And that was how old? Doesn't say how old we were, but 15 years old. Take the longer route from home. Uh-oh. Did we not help? We didn't help. Had to get the fuck out. Turning a blind eye to it. 16 years old. Hard to study when dad's being a shitter. And something's wrong with mom. Oh boy. Yep. I'm trying to graduate. 19 years old. Got into college. Close to home. That's good. But, oh, didn't get it. Didn't get it. 100 miles away. So going away to college, right. We'll come back to visit mom. Oh my gosh. That's delightful. Can't miss the post-exam parties though, man. It's a nice time. It's a nice time getting to hang out with the homies. And there's the working abroad one. Oh, but there it is. Yep. Yeah. Yep. We kind of knew that was coming. It gets feelsy. Yep. Yeah, it does get feelsy. Staying behind would have not been the right choice, but still. Yeah, she would have wanted you to do your own thing, succeed in life. But then we meet this nice lady during our studies. Teamed up for a project, but it seems nice. Then we move in together. Graduation, very good. 25 years old. Ooh, but a PhD offer. And then he takes a fancy job. Working for a private company. Is that what led us here? Purgatory of a 9 to 5. Yep, I get it. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes, man. Yep. Monday mornings are the worst. Yep. No, man. I get it. I get it. Some days it do be that way, man. Dream house. So sign the mortgage papers. There you go. It's all set now. Lena has ideas to decorate. Very nice. Uh-oh. Economic troubles. Yep, yep. Crash of the stock exchange. Yep. But you got laid off. Oh, boy. What about Christmas plans? Oh, boy. Yep. It took a job just to try to keep the lights on, pay the bills. Wants to take an offer. So does she take this other job then? Or maybe she stays. We're trying to get our shit together, maybe get a second job. Oh boy. And then we're starting to hit the bottle. Yep, we kind of saw where this was going. Yep. And we took this questionable job with this questionable company doing questionable things. And there we go. So that's how we got here. 34 years young. Help us make a change. It sounds so cool. Maybe this is like a way out to like a brighter future. And that led us to here. Project Dolly. Now the name of the sheep is Molly. That's how it led us here. Cool. Well, that's all, like, you know, the story of a life, which is interesting. I'll confess, I don't know if I know the significance of, yeah, the slots, that kind of thing. This is all very cool. You can zoom in manually. These little nuggets of memories. And still more to be formed. Some that are forming actively right now, maybe. Alright, well, maybe this is just a, you know, like see it sequence. You know, see it and oh, you can actually manually kind of scroll around and then like zoom in. That's kind of cool. I like how this is presented to us. It's pretty cool.
How did they get it? And what for?
So no interaction points right now. That's just to demonstrate that, like, this is a thing we now have, or that they have rather. A little bit of a sneak peek into this person's background.
Hey,
The ups and downs.
I checked the quantum computer.
And yeah, I definitely want to ask you about the mind records, because it seems kind of fucked. Seems kind of fucked, and a questionable, I don't know, just a small breach in privacy, maybe just a little bit.
The fuck? Mind records?
Some Soma shit for sure.
What are you doing with that data? It's got everything. My whole life exposed.
My browser search history for all to see.
No. No, I want answers. Shit.
Nothing. Oh, what's next?
What do you want with it?
Initiate branching procedure.
We can be like, branching procedure. What the fuck? I will inquire as to what it does.
Branching? What exactly will be branching?
This is you.
What? You what? Is that your whole answer?
There it is. Name drop. And alter what?
Alter? I'd alter what?
I'll see my guy is like, I'll say we're like, dude, that's kind of fucked.
Pydium. Cloning a sheep. Branching myself? altering my life by messing with my own memories? I mean, whatever it is you want me to do, no. No way in hell. Give me my other options.
You're in imminent danger of short time remaining to sunrise.
Don't have a lot of options.
You jerk. I don't have other options, do I?
All right, so branching procedure. I wonder if we get to like make choices as to how things branch and maybe get an idea of how it might affect things. And also consider what kind of dude do we want? A person that is more mechanically inclined, that can fix the fucked up thing with the machine. Oh.
What? What is it doing?
So if we would have gone like a different route in college, gone to like a trade school maybe.
I remember that alternate life pattern. So this is what the branching is about?
If we stood up to that one dude and fucked him up. Here we go. Well, maybe. I mean, originally, yeah, we went off to college. But yeah, we stayed behind. Yeah. Fed up with dad's constant bullshit. Protected college bullshit. Yeah. So we're sticking around. Yeah, so sure enough, that's exactly it. Yeah. And it has a cost of some amount we can alterate. It's a better efficiency when doing base maintenance. I'm not sure what that currency is, what that resource is, but it's a pretty obvious choice here. Let's go for it, baby. Have a good night, Dudson. Thanks for popping in, man. That one dude, yeah. Oh no, I thought it was the one where he was like 15 and he turned a blind eye to the I guess it was two dudes that were like robbing that one lady. Name drop. But no, sure enough, it was him like standing up to his dad, just like you said. Oh, it is there. You're right. That little icon. We'll need to find more deposits to presumably make another one of us. Where different decisions were made, and it led to a whole different ass kind of guy. He's 34 years young, not a single stubble of gray on him yet. It's coming, though. I can tell you from first-hand experience, it's coming. I appreciate the mustache. Have a good night, Dudson. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you popping in chilling with us as we're experiencing this wild-ass game for the first time. Appreciate you also sharing some helpful hints, helpful little tidbits. Got some long, scraggly hair. I like it. Rockstar hair. Badass. Or we're Jesus. You know, obvious answer, too. And we're Reiki. All right, so let's see how it went for us, because yeah, I'm kind of curious just from a storytelling perspective. And so we made this choice. We're more on like the hands-on machinery technician kind of side of things. So we stand up to our dad, who is a shitter. Turns out to be a weak, groveling dingus. We had to prep ourselves for it, right? There you go. He's not a problem anymore. Good. Ups and downs. So yeah, so still has this health situation though. That's kind of nice. Part-time job to support the two of you. Right. Prescription is going to cost, yeah, a whole lot. Yep. 1 year later, walk away from the mine. Yeah, we're not taking the mine job. It was tempting because I'm sure it would pay decently. Gonna do it ourselves though. I wonder if that's like another potential point of additional branching, because the mining job probably would let you, I don't know, be good at mining, like resource gathering outside the base. But sure enough, yeah, she still is ill. She still succumbs to the illness. We knew it was coming. Didn't want to think about it. Yep. So on to the very end. There you go. But now we're using our time and our resources to learn. There you go, fixing things. So yeah, vocational school. There we go. There we go. It says available slots. We have 3 slots total right now. Still got that mustache, which is good. Boss says people like us because we're good at what we do. It's nice feeling respected. Nice having a mentor. Very nice. But some shady business dealings. Ooh. Some fishy business. What could it all mean? A racket being established, maybe? Did boss get hauled away? Pretending to be a friend. There you go. There you go. Yeah, some fraudulent bullshit for sure. And then, before they approach you. Oh, right. Yeah, this. I don't know. This. I don't know if it's the mob or something else. And we did reject them. And then what else? Making actual good money on a factory. There you go. So we did it legit. But we do still turn to the bottle a little bit at least. Alright, not too much though. That doesn't seem like it's like unhealthy necessarily. Yes, friends, which is nice. Buying the rounds, yep. Having a nice time. Maybe a little something with one of the ladies there. There you go. But still, this economic crisis still hits and hits really bad. Whole branch is being shut down, yep. But the Rapidium thing, that's what led us here. There we go. There's Dad, I'm guessing. Yep. And that's what led us to Project Ollie. So we still ended up in the same situation. Yeah, what I was wondering is, like, how are we going to explain to this new clone of ourselves, this alternate version of ourselves, like, while we're here? But yes, if he ended up on Project Ollie anyway, then, okay, that answers the question. Cool. Progress 100%. Wake up procedure. Wake up! A little wake up. Can I pet the sheep real quick? Pet the sheep. Pet the dog. Pet that dog.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see a sheep.
All right. There's the sheep. And now we're waking up the sheeple. God, imagine using that phrase unironically. Wake up sheeple. Got an achievement for creating the first fella. Well, that's disappointing. He's not naked. My disappointment immeasurable. And my day is ruined. Hello. Hello, me. Meet the real me.
Hey there.
Try not to panic when you see this.
Hello? Can you hear me? What is this?
It seems like a bad idea. There couldn't possibly lead.
Where am I?
Oh, anxiety and something else. I just saw anxiety and something. Yeah, this couldn't possibly lead to some kinds of downsides, right? No, I understand the necessity of the situation. If there's just no way to instruct on how to fix this damn thing, then making another me seems legit. There might be like a situation where like too many me's starts to, cause some obvious issues, of course. Resource management is one thing because each person is another mouth to feed. But yeah, if there could be like a breaking point. All right, so yes, you're in a lab.
You're in a lab.
Less frustration. Yeah, frustration. That was it.
SIBA unit. Your memories might be a bit fuzzy, but relax. You're gonna be okay. Yeah, I recognize the base, I think. Wait. You look funny. Ha. Oh. What was that? I wanted to laugh, but I'm like indifferent. I think you're on some meds.
Insecure.
What? What for? So you don't panic when you wake up. Why would I panic?
Well, now I'm anxious and less joyful.
I'll explain later. Right now, let's check your mental condition, okay? Do you think you can,
Impressed he's like, maybe he's following a script.
Sure. Can you?
Sure, we'll introduce ourselves.
Okay. My name is Jan Dolsky.
Me too.
Yeah, sure. You got my looks, why not use my name too? So you think you're Jan Dolsky as well?
Jan, not Jan.
What kind of bullshit is this? Hmm? What's your role on the mission? I'm a senior technician. Want to tell me what your role is? Imitating human crew members? Is this some kind of sick experiment? Because if it is, nobody warned me.
Is it a sick, fucked up experiment? Is it a sick experiment? I mean, maybe in some ways, yes. In some ways, it is. It's also a situation of necessity. It is a situation of necessity. But this is uncharted territory. Also, like how maybe in real time, we are just like standing here, and the guy's just like, "Oh, are you gonna answer? What's going on?" So the vote so far says like, yes, tell him it's no. I'll be like, no, it's not. I mean, it is, but that's not the primary situation.
It's not an experiment. This is for real. And I'm for real. So, what's going on? Well, I got stranded in this base, and, well, I needed someone to help me move it. Because it got broken. Then, okay, this is the crazy part. I learned that there's this functionality of the quantum computer on board to, well, create alternate versions of a person's life. What? Replicate a person, but with different experiences. Mind records.
Very ethical.
If there's anyone in a bad mental condition in this room, it's definitely not me. The QC's only functionality is to navigate these junkets. I mean, theoretically, it could do other stuff, but such bullshit? I know. It's absurd. I thought the same, but here you are, right? Right. If I understand you correctly, you're telling me you're a alternate version of me with a different mind?
I would say yeah. I would say like yeah. That's like if phrasing it that way puts him at ease. Sure.
Sort of. Yeah. And you said we were stranded. Yes. It's just us. Like I said, there's a malfunction in the machinery. If you don't help me fix it soon, we're both gonna
I birthed you,
So, wait.
and this will
Get this.
kill you again.
This is not an
unalive you.
experiment, and you're a different version of me. And this version of me woke me from cryosleep to help fix a malfunction because there's no one else on board. What if there was no malfunction? Where would I be?
You still exist somewhere, or I wouldn't wake you up. I mean, the bottom one sounds kind of mean. Yeah, bro, you wouldn't be worth waking up. I'd let you fucking rot. Like, yeah, you'd be of the unformed. You would be of the twinkle in the eye of me, or my parents, or an alternate version of my parents, or I not sure, but the bottom one seems mean, so I'll say this one.
You'd still exist somewhere? Theoretically, at least? Theoretically? Wow. You bastard. I can see now what the meds are for. I can't even lash out at you, just this passiveness. What am I? Look, this is a lot, and we'll sort it out, I promise. But trust me, if we don't fix the machinery fast, we're gonna go in a very bad way, and you'll never get the chance to understand this properly. Experience your feelings without the meds. I don't like this kind of pressure. Well, that makes two of us. Fine. Show me the way.
All I can think of is, without spoiling anything, there's a show called Severance.
What a screw up.
That is very cool.
A 3-year-old would have figured it out. Okay. In any other case, I'd say don't touch anything here ever again. But unfortunately, this is a two-man job. On my sign, pull that lever over there. Just don't yank it like an idiot. Pull it gently.
This is creating a memory.
Ready?
Key memory.
1, 2, 3. Now.
Let her rip.
It worked. You did it. We're gonna live. Let's get one thing straight. I did what you created me for.
I'm Mr. Meatseeks. I'm free now.
Away from me.
All right, well, I mean, that went as well as it probably could have, honestly. There was no way we were going to have that interaction and not have it be weird or uncomfortable. It's like every time, presumably we're going to be doing this a lot. Every time we create a new us, there will be that anxiety to manage. And who can blame them? Who can blame them? Because, like, imagining any of us waking up in that instance, you have a person that looks a lot and sounds a lot like you, trying to tell you what's what, and you've got your own memories that are equally valid feeling, and you have the confidence and clarity, presumably at least, that tells you your experiences, your memories, your loves, your fears, your everything is real. At least your creator endowed with the purpose. Too fucking real, bro. At least you have something, bro. At least you have something. Goddamn. Give me one sec, guys. I gotta use the restroom. That's my I finished my sody. I'm feeling good, but I'm feeling so good. I'm gonna take a celebratory piss because nothing says navigating existential dread and the question of what it means to be human and individualism like taking a piss. So I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. Okay, I am back. All right, so jump back into it. I can very much feel the parallels with this game and, well, at least to some degree, Frostpunk. I mean, yes, base management is one thing, but also, like, you know, the kinds of key decision-making points you have to make in Frostpunk. Certainly one, and I would presume, I think two as well, based on what I did play of it. I just played the one session of it. But, and of course, this War of Mine, which I've yet to play, but from what I've seen of that game, there's a common thread of these are all made by the same developer. Games by 11-bit studios having these kinds of motifs. But I do think I'm liking this one more out of Frostpunk 1 and 2 at least so far. Again, I never actually played this War of Mine, but I played Frostpunk 1 and 2 at least enough to kind of, you know, get a flavor for it. I'm liking this one a lot, so. Is it time to play with oneself? I mean, hopefully. Oh, wait, hold on. I misread. Would rather die than create a clone of myself. Yeah, it's messy. It's messy. I mean, you know, the will to survive can be quite strong, but still. And also more laundry. Well, just the ethical and like moral quandaries of it, and yeah, I don't know. Just it is a can of worms with all kinds of additional cans of worms inside of it. But also think of the fuckery opportunities as far as like asking the hard-hitting questions. Yeah, but who gets to be the bottom? Yeah, we can't both be bottoms, man. Come on. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, I mean, it's the ultimate question. If you either clone yourself or go back in time and have sex with yourself, is it considered masturbation, or is it just plain old-fashioned gay sex? And, you know, I cannot answer. All I can do is advise. And, you know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to have gay sex. I know. It's the world we live in. It's the honest truth. All right, that being said, let's continue. So we can start the engines in the command center. Let's go on up. Carson says, sounds like some of that gay shit. You know, Gracie and I did finish watching Boondocks. And, I mean, every other line out of Riley's mouth is, ew, that shit's gay. That sounds like that gay shit. Not enough resources to begin our journey. We need more of the stuff. So, that is the next option. Where's our guy? Is he... Hank's hanging out in the kitchen, just vibing. Our guy was like, don't fucking talk to me ever again, you fucking nerd. Or I'll shit in your mouth. Yeah, so we need 170. We have 150. So we're actually pretty close. So I will go to the airlock, which is right next to us. Just vibing. Having a brewski. Just chillaxing. I can just fast travel, which is super nifty. Super nifty. Time to make a third dude. That's right. Well, you'd have to create a third altar, or I guess a second altar, a third one of you, and you'd have to choose a decision point in their life that would have catered them towards, you know, a key moment in their life that would like make their personality more susceptible to becoming a power top. Obviously. You would need 20 of you. Oh, that's right. It's a dangerous circumstance. It becomes very quickly a situation that could spiral out of control with a delightful and very sexy base management orgy situation. Yeah, the rat orgies. Yeah, it's a rat tail, but it's all penises. All penises and butts. I'm actually gonna like gather a decent bit of the stuff. Gather a decent bit. I also want to find more metals because I want to get the... I'll go to 8. 8 p.m. Cool. Good enough. My guy is getting tired. Radiation in 1 minute as well. All right. Well, I guess I was gonna say I want to go build some more things, but if that's what's gonna happen, I will head back to the base. No more radiation. No more radiation for me. So we can start the engines now. I'm pretty sure. Is my guy just chilling in the kitchen this whole time, just fucking hanging out? Can I talk to him? Let's talk to him. All right. Hi, how you doing? He's like, I mean, there's no option to talk to him. Now, I can't help but wonder, is the numbering scheme going to, like, be significant, or do they all say 3 on them? Too busy having sex, right, and trying to intricately... Oh, there we go. We got the 01. So there's an 02, presumably. He says, I'm getting another brewski, fuck you. Bro's just being a drain on our resources. Alright, what the fuck ever. Alright, well, I just like how there's just no dialogue options whatsoever to speak of. Nothing at all. Let's begin the journey. We are launching to, where? Build structure 7. Gather all this, remember, yeah, that's good, You want to automatically collect structures before starting your journey? Yes. Collect. Alright. And this will presumably get us to, are we going to a different planet? Oh, that finishes the prologue, by the way. Is it a different planet or a different location on the same planet where we'll be relatively safe from the sun frying our penises? Journey number 1. Oh, I do love the tranquil scenery. Alt. Do I press the Alt button? Oh my god, the Alt button would bring up an Alt menu. The technician is born. A new Ultra is ready. What if they can? I wonder if they can like mutiny your ass and fucking kill you.
Please ensure that the same obey.
Ultras tab. All right, check how they're feeling. Probably not great. He didn't ask for this. Let him have another beer. It's fine. It's fine. Can't say I blame him. All right, so our recent events impacted things emotionally. Shows data from the last 3 days. Food. Consume 1 meal a day. Movies. We do have a movie. Maybe that would cheer us up. Providing food. Take up to several days to evacuate. Proper nutrition is essential. And if food shortages are detected, then the procedure will be halted. Okay. Let's talk to him, yeah. I mean, I already tried talking, and he just kind of looked at me like, fuck do you want, bro? He's being irritating, yeah. I mean, yeah, fair. Frustration, rebellion. A little bit of anxiety, a little bit of burden and gloom. Teensy amount of insecurity. He's angry. Minimal radiation, no injuries to speak of. Let's go have a little rock talk. A little rock talk with the guy. He's up in the kitchen still. He's just been in the kitchen this whole time. Didn't even sleep. Actually, for that matter, where does he sleep? Hopefully we have like a couch somewhere. Yeah, when we need like facilities for people. And by people I mean us, but all other us's. How's it going?
Hey there. I said, don't come near me.
Alright, well, we could approach this diplomatically, or we could say, fuck you. You're helping me out, or else. We need to fix the comms room. Yes. I would lean towards the primary option, the first one, to say like, hey, you know, can we talk? Yeah, I like to think that a little bit of communication goes a long way. Yeah, meat substitute. Yeah, fucking meat shield. Get together, bro. Yeah, I mean, maybe some tough love, like, you know, like snap out of it. Maybe that is something. I will choose this option.
You're angry. I would be too. But I could really use your help. You know, if we manage to get the comms room running properly, we'd probably be able to get out of here faster.
Stop pretending you have any idea how I feel. I don't give a damn about your comms room. We're moving, aren't we? Now get out of my face, creep.
Ooh. We can be like, fuck you. And maybe there is something to like confronting the anger and being like how would I respond to it? No one knows me like me, or like an alternate version of me. Yeah, do we like throw the bullshit back at him? Or do we try to appeal to empathy? It's probably not going anywhere. Empathy's probably not going anywhere. He was just saying like, don't like assume how I feel, bro. I don't know, man. I don't see this one going well. I'm playing it safe.
You're pissed off at me now, but deep down, we both know you do the same thing.
Really? You said it yourself. We might look alike, but we're different. Like oil and water, if you ask me, and they don't mix well.
I know you. I created you and I can fucking kill you. Kick his ass. Fight, fight. There is like an injury thing, so presumably there is like maybe combat? There was no like fight button in the instructions, but I can destroy you.
Maybe. But you won't last long without me, just as I couldn't make it without you. In a situation like this, hiding in a trench is just plain stupid.
I'll tell you what's stupid. Listening to someone who created you because he needs a fucking tool. Why don't you get yourself a repair kit and fix your own shit? I'm done doing your dirty work.
Went nowhere. Communication room failure. I mean, yes, there was a communication failure, correct. Alright, so need a repair kit. We can craft from the workshop. So figure in the top right, figure out how to get along. All right, I got it. What is the one thing that unites two individuals that just cannot see eye to eye? Individual people, individual, I don't know, countries, religions, sexualities, anything. You find a third common enemy. So here's this. I'm gonna go into the altar station. I'm gonna like alterate somebody who like, you know, he made the choice. Do I buy the porno mag or do I buy an issue, the latest issue of National Review? I know. I'm every once in a while I let the politics pants slip on. I know. I'm sorry. Okay, maybe that's too much. Maybe that, it's like porno mag is like fun. What's the opposite of fun? That we can all agree like we fucking like stomp his ass, like stomp this nerd's ass. New York Times. it's like there's so many like obvious points where like all right. It's like we craft just the ultimate douchebag. The economics, the Wall Street Journal. I got you, bro. Wall Street Journal. No, not just that. Doesn't just like peruse the Wall Street Journal. It has a paid subscription. Paid subscription to the Wall Street Journal. There you go. Talking to elderly neighbors. So we create just like this douchebag that everyone hates, and the two of us will absolutely dog on that guy's ass. There you go. Whatever gets fit. Yeah, honestly, yeah. So anyway, that's what we gotta create an altar that the two of us can just shit on. That'll turn us into best bros. Crack the code. Easy. Send it. No notes. All right, but we can still, radio silence. New task. How to get along and the repair kit thing. Learn more about him. Maybe we can still get along. It can happen. In the meantime, let's craft a thingy. Hopefully we have the resources to make it happen. Repair kit. I have exactly enough metals. No more, no less. All right. Do you have repair kits? And there we go. I have a sneaking suspicion we were probably meant to have some friction at the very start. I think any of those dialogue options would have led to the dude being pissed at us no matter how you slice it, so I think this is meant to be a little bit scrungy. Alright, so we can try this. I'm kind of curious though. Ideally, I would want the technician to do this part because he's better at it. It'll take him less time and less resources. Repairing modules. 5 modules stop working. Life support will be shut down. Oh, fuck. So. Production. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm really pissed at Jan. It says. Wait, where was it? Tasks. Here we go. Yeah. Maybe I should learn more about him. How do I learn more about him without talking to him? Because talking to him is not such a great idea. Can I go into the brain of the computer? He reads the editorials. Ugh, gross. Cringe. Qubit level 1. So, now I've already read all these. Maybe like we need to still scan through them. See if like something pops up. some kind of interaction point, some kind of thing where like we can click on something or like something can be acknowledged about their story. So we've already read all these. This is all familiar. We know how his life has played out. Like we the player have, at least because we read all this. I don't know if the character has. It does say that a new Ultra could be born. To be honest, I don't know. Yeah, select life event. There's really nothing right now, at least, that says something to the effect of like, oh, it's forked to another event choice here. Or branch off from here. Maybe you have to build something. Maybe to build the womb, maybe you have to like go to the womb. I just kind of want to see how it would work. I don't know if I would necessarily want to do it right now. Standing by. Yes, we can hang out with the sheep.
Is it me, or does it sound a bit artificial?
Yep, very good. Good interaction, worth it. Yes, there's nothing that can be done right now, at least. I think we might. No, we have 30 of the fun stuff. 30 of the fun stuff. Well, let's go ahead and go to the communication room then. This ball rolling, maybe something will present itself. Just 3 hours. And hopefully it'll work. Alright, so that's all set. Oh, call available. Let's do it. A person with a name? A named person? Oh, or maybe this is who we've been talking to all this time.
Hello?
Mr. Dalsky?
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
Are you okay?
I think this warrants some honesty.
Are you serious? I just had a choice to either die in pain or duplicate and edit myself. I'm far from okay.
It's, called branching. The duplicating and editing thing. I need to know if you pulled it off.
Really? And I need to know who I'm talking to. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, Lucas Pena, Space Traffic Control, Orbital Substation L7. Now, the branching. Did you do it?
Need to be some calm about it, bro.
How can you be so calm about it?
We do a lot of crisis management here at STC. We need cool heads. But you reported finding Rapidium. That's exciting, actually.
Yeah, so he's like not gonna focus on like, you know, the survival aspect. Just focus on the opportunities for the corporation.
What the hell happened out there? What went wrong with the landing?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm still analyzing telemetry data from your flight, but it seems something went very wrong.
No kidding.
Yeah. We know there was a major system malfunction, but the reasons are unclear. It's too early to tell. We need more data.
Do you know what killed the rest of the crew?
Looks like an oxygen leak in the landing pods. No idea why, though.
Then how come I survived?
You tell me?
You know, you're not very informative.
Couldn't have been sabotage, could it?
I don't like confusing assumptions with information, Mr. Dalsky. Conclusive evidence is more my thing.
What about the mind records? What is all that personal data doing in the base computer?
Oh, that's, the corporation needs to ensure the safety of the mission and, basically everyone. It's confidential, of course. And it kind of saved your life.
I don't recall consenting to it.
Well, you must have, since it's there. Maybe you didn't read your contract thoroughly?
Really, really small print.
You know.
Size 3 font. I want to speak to your manager.
I want to talk to someone higher up. Do you have a boss?
I might sound young, Mr. Dalsky, but I'm not here by accident.
No offense, man. I just need to know this stunt was authorized by someone.
Look, I'm on my own here at the station. But I contacted my boss, and we're good.
Well, that's reassuring.
Nothing to worry about.
Have you done this before?
That would be hard, considering there's no Rapidium on Earth.
So how did you know what would happen?
I didn't know. I anticipated the outcome based on historic data.
What historic data?
Some old research, nothing important.
Oh yeah, just gloss over that little detail.
So, you're getting me out of here, right? You know how to do it, safely.
Sure. First thing I'll need you to do is to transport the base to a safe and accessible destination. I'll dispatch the coordinates to you.
We're working on it right now.
Do you think I could see this altar of yours?
Wait, they can see you? Oh, I guess there is kind of an outline. I didn't realize there was like a visual component though. But we have like a, yeah, I guess that's the guy we're talking to in like a kind of silhouette form. How do you know this isn't the altar?
That's not a good idea. He's pissed off at me, won't cooperate.
Then we have a problem. You won't manage without his help. The base needs more hands on deck.
More hands on
There
dick?
should be a way to gain his trust. Show him you care, maybe?
I told him I wouldn't survive without him.
I can't live without you, bro.
Words. Maybe you should share something.
What? Why?
I don't know. Just a thought. My grandma used to say, sharing is caring.
Yay. Let me think. What can I share with him? My playlist?
You're Spotify wrapped.
Yeah, true. Wait, suppose it's not about what you can share with him, but what you already do.
Of course. Memories. I wonder if he remembers things the same way I do.
Yeah. Mind records. See? You are so...
Maybe it's not so evil after
They
all.
could be a source of information.
Fine. I'll check them out, see what happens.
I'll get back to you as soon as you reach your destination. Don't worry, you're in good hands.
Well, that's reassuring.
L7 out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Meerkat. There's a number of details he was just kind of glossing over, and I'm not so sure I'm convinced that, like, yeah, I'm just, you know, my boss is down for all this. It's all fine. Just don't worry about it, man. It's fine. All right, so we can learn about the choices, that kind of thing. And again, we've already read through this before. So I'm not sure scanning through is going to really do anything different for us right now. So it's probably more attuned to the memories that we do share. And that would, of course, mean turbulent family life. Dad being a shitter and mom trying her best to hold it together. The situation that we turn a blind eye to. Presumably, that actually could be like a path to branch off of to create, some other, you know, more, I don't know. Some other form of us that doesn't have that regret lingering. And yeah, pouring ourselves into our studies. Trying to make it all work. But getting rejected by colleges, that kind of deal. And this being the breaking point. Now, this could make for some tension as well. I could see our altar being like, whoa, you left your mom behind? That's so fucked up, bro. Like, I could see that being a negative thing for sure. But it's something. But it's something. By the way, Farsight says, I got something for you, Alex. He says, I made this. I made this, smiley face. Google captions. Oh boy. It's me. Oh no, anyway, Hobbit. I'm gonna add the captions. Oh wait, you probably meant like some other captioning, but I'm gonna add YouTube captions on top of whatever else captioning is happening. Oh, it's this. It's this. I see what you mean. Fit, yeah, honestly, yeah. So anyway, so that's what we gotta do. We gotta create.
Oh, bad news.
What?
The Dacia Sandero. It's delayed.
Oh no. Anyway, last week.
Yeah, moving on. Yeah. Just moving right along. There's the existential dread, the like just impossible ethical quandaries we're navigating. Just moving on, smoothing over it. Not gonna get bogged down in the details. Same energy. Thank you for slapping that together, Farsight. I've only seen like the GIF form of that clip before. I've never seen some of the context that led to that. Oh no, anyway. Now I know. I'm like a meme historian. Alright. Quantum computer. Advanced simulation. Analyzing life paths. It's a fun way to learn. Workshop. It seems to think there's like other stuff, but I don't have access to it. Like it's got the little purple thing. Hey, Ultraman. I know you're still not a fan of me. Also, you probably are uncomfortable because you have nowhere to sleep. Maybe you're sleeping on like the couch table thing here. Maybe. Hopefully. This is gonna go really well, right? We're all gonna learn and we're gonna grow together and we're gonna touch penises. It's gonna go great.
I've been thinking about what you said.
This is a tricky one. How we open this is important. How you open something like this is important. We're trying to reach common ground, and primarily with like sharing our, the common memories that we do hold, finding a, something to establish like some empathy, a connection. I think this one will come off as presumptuous, and he's already like lashed out whenever we've tried to say like bro, I know how you feel because I'm a clone of you, like, I'm like you. So maybe like this one's kind of risky, but I think going in a different direction is necessary.
You're right. We are different. Sure we are. Like, I got that right away, and you took your sweet time.
For one thing, you stood up to Dad.
I'm serious. You stood up to Dad. I didn't. Oh, really? And what did you do? Just stand and watch him take it out on Mom? I thought about stepping in. I was always a heartbeat away from doing it, but when it came down to it, I'd just freeze. Guess I was afraid of making things worse. Yeah, I remember the feeling. But then I reached a breaking point. Looks like you didn't hang around long enough to reach yours.
Do we express vulnerability and risk having him like belittle us or think less of us? But expressing that vulnerability can invite somebody in, or do we take like a pragmatic kind of approach and be like man, I'm what power could I wield in that situation? And our guy, this would like track with like how our guy sees himself, because I think he does like have some like deep insecurities for sure. Yeah. I'm gonna go the vulnerability route.
Or maybe I was a coward. Going to college was a good excuse to just get away from it all. Oh, so that's where our paths split. Did you shine out there? Were you best in class? What do you think? Huh? Yeah. Now build around this merry-go-round. That's who I ended up being. Sorry to disappoint. Why would I be disappointed? Just proves I was right to stick with Mom. Wait, is she maybe still around here? No.
Got bad news.
I wish she was. She always knew what to do and how to cheer you up. Hey,
when you were down, or Dad had just stormed out of the house, slamming the door behind him and leaving you crying in your room, would she
Oh,
to help her make pierogi?
pierogi.
Her famous pierogi.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh my god, I could really pig out on
Hey, we're throwing out with alternate version of ourselves. Hell yeah.
fun. Yeah, wow, why don't we go for it? Why don't we try
Are we gonna make Mom's famous pierogi together?
We would find the ingredients here.
But what if? Beer and synthetic starts, that's all we need, baby. That's all we need. Dude, Gratoffy, think of that raid, man. We're playing a strange game. We're playing a strange game, but it's pretty sick. It's called The Altars. It came out about a week or so ago. And the concept is you are this dude on a space station, and things are bad. Your crew is dead, things are fucked. You have some skills, but not a lot. The one thing you do find is this mystery compound element thing that you can use to rapidly take a DNA sample and grow it into a full living being. That can include animals, that can include people. So you're using this material to suddenly, like, immediately clone versions of yourself, but choose specific points in their lives that will branch out differently from your own. So, like, if you had a point in your life where you were like, shit, do I go to this nice college, or do I stay home, try to take care of my family, and go to a trade school? The guy we're talking to did the latter option. He went to a trade school. He's a mechanic. But our guy, Jan Prime, went to college and is, like, more technical minded, more like computer minded. And we cloned him. We cloned ourselves. We made the technician version of ourselves, and he fucking hates us because he's like, fuck you, I don't like this. I didn't ask to be here. What the hell? This sucks. And he's understandably anxious and curmudgeon-y and not having a good time. So we're trying to, like, negotiate this, trying to navigate the situation of, like, there's a version of ourselves that is in a lot of ways similar, but has some key differences, and he's reacting the way that a lot of us would react to this situation, where there's anxiety and confusion and like some rebelliousness as well. It's a very interesting concept. Also, we're, like, managing a base, so it's not just, like, feelsy stuff, but there's base management, there's exploration, there's resource gathering. It's kind of fucking wild, honestly. Gratoffy was doing some Majora's Mask. Gratoffy, how's the handsies, the armsies rather? Because Gratoffy had a bit of an injury a while back. I hope you're doing better. Meerkat says, bro, there's food. That's right. We're making some Mom's famous pierogi, apparently, as a way to bro out and connect with our brother, our son, because we created him with a cloning machine thing, but twinsies as well, but maybe BFFs. And if things get really weird and really sexual, maybe boyfriend / masturbation. Because is it gay or is it masturbation if you're having sex with a clone version of yourself? Anyway, so we'll see. Happy Pride, by the way. It's, you know, it's June, so it's important that I go out of my way to insert unnecessary sexual situations casually, especially if they involve things of the LGBT variety, because, again, Pride Month, it's what we do. So anyway, also still ingredients, people. Delicious, making people for the purpose of food. No, we made this guy for the purpose of fixing the base, and also just so happens to coincide with making food. Yeah, cast might come off. That's exciting, man. Get replaced with, like, hopefully a lighter thing. Hopefully a lighter thing that's easier on the arm. By the way, hashtag blame Grats. But no, thank you for that raid, man. And as always, you know my shtick. If there's any clips you want to share, you can be my guest. No worries if it's, like, kind of slow to type things up, because I'm sure having the arm in the cast is weird. But yeah, if you have any clips you want to share, you can you of course have the floor. Also, thank you, Meerkat. Nut. Meerkat makes us nut. Meerkat makes us nut always, non-stop, just constantly. But no, it's a cool game. I'm liking it a lot so far. Same developers as Frostpunk 1 and 2, and also This War of Mine. So the idea of, like, branching paths and like storytelling along with, like, various management of your situation seems to be within the wheelhouse of this developer. But yeah, 11-Bit Studios is a developer. But yeah, like I said, if you have any clips you want to share, Grats, or if any of your viewers do, you know, I'm super down. And glad that like things are going all right, because I'm sure the arm thing is a pain in the ass. But Meerkat says, listen, I will make people nut. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. So how do we? So yeah, we don't have the ingredients here. So what do we use? What do we use? Do we say let's use coolant and oil to make the pierogi? Do we use grease and fungicide to make the pierogi, or beer and synthetic starch? You had me on beer, baby.
They have to be right. Beer and synthetic starch should work. Yeah, hilarious. I can.
He's smiling.
You'll see. But there's one condition. You're eating them with me.
High five. Do we do the high five thing?
I die. Why not? Won't change much, I guess.
All right, a little slap on the ass and a little hug, and now we're good to go. Let's make some fucking quality food, baby. Hell yeah. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. Oh, but before we do, Gratza says, yo, I got a bogus bullet bill. Because you got that Switch too? You've been playing that Mario Kart, baby? I think you did share a clip on somewhere. Was it social media? Or maybe I just popped into your stream recently. I know you've been playing it recently. Take a look. This Mario Kart moment left me speechless, he says.
Epo's baby days, and so I'll be like reluctant to what Epo? Oh my god, what's happening to my oh my goodness.
That was
okay,
awesome. Speedrun. It put you in 6th, so the opposite of speedrun, but still that was fucking wild. Also, Gratz playing as Daisy. Based. Good man. Smart man.
Epo's baby days, and so I'll be like reluctant.
So you got knocked down, but you got up again.
What, Epo?
But Bullet Bill.
Oh my god, what's happening?
The Bullet Bill fell down.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So it took you from 3rd to 6th. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, I've never seen something like that happening. You would think Bullet Bill is usually smart enough to route you on the course, like keep you where you need to be. That's kind of Bullet Bill's whole thing is just kind of auto launching you on the right path and having you do the thing and blast some motherfuckers along the way. So what the fuck, Bullet Bill? Bullet William, I thought you knew better. So things got a little bit weird, but that's impressive. That's impressive. I wish we could send that one to Nintendo. Be like, yo, I found a Bullet Bill glitch. Yeah, I thought it was like a predetermined path. Of course, this is the new Mario Kart game. I guess maybe the behavior is slightly different in this game compared to the previous one. Also, Mario Kart 10 was like, wasn't that out for basically a decade? It was like basically 10 years of Mario Kart 10. So this one's a little bit newer, so kinks being ironed out and such. Yeah, it was like I think a perfect confluence of unfortunate timing with unfortunate placement, and it was like an edge case. Oh, did I say 10? Yeah, 8. Yeah, same thing. Listen, 8, 10, these are just numbers. The numbers, it's all just made up. It's all made up and the points don't matter. But that's delightful, though, Gratz. Thank you for sharing, man. Yeah, some weird moments. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, or just not just specifically Mario Kart, but in games in general. If you had more, I'm down to see more weird shenanigans. I do love weird shenanigans. But thank you again to Gratolfi for that raid. Very nice to you, buddy. And there are higher quality meals. All right, so let's open the manual. Oh, let's just tell us about this. I want to make some good stuff. Kitchen. That pierogi, not quite like Mom used to make, but they have a nostalgic taste. So it takes 2 raw food resources. We have exactly 2 raw food resources. That's perfect. Make it happen, baby. Make it in the kitchen. And fast forward. And there we go. I have 1. Now, hopefully we can go splitsies on this one order. Will it work? Oh, leave. Oh, okay. I guess that answers my question. But there's like a thingy. Does it mean, oh, eat pierogi. Eat pierogi with the altar. Eat. There we go.
Here you are.
We have a moment.
Famous Dulski pierogi with an interstellar twist. What do you think? Well, now I know how Mom must have felt. That day she had a terrible flu and I decided to cheer her up and make pierogi for her. Right, yeah. I put like a ton of salt into the filling.
Was it too much?
I overcooked them into a shapeless pulp. They were inedible. But you remember what she did? Uh-huh. She ate them all and never said a word. No, she said they were delicious. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So, they're delicious, man.
We got it. We got a smile out of him.
Fuck off.
All right, we're razzing each other. We're just a couple guys having a good old time here. Core memory created, baby. Gaps are being bridged. Brotherhoods being formed, or twin hoods, or again, not. It's a little bit unclear, but anyway, good shit. Good shit. It's two bros that happen to be like 99. Okay, maybe not 99%, but like, you know, a shocking amount of the same person, basically. Yeah, it's just different. Yeah, different haircuts. I mean, based on the thumbnail for the game, there's like wildly different U's that you can make. So, and which is to say wildly different, and with like very wildly different visual accompaniments to them as well. Not gonna touch dicks. I mean, again, man, Pride Month. If there's ever a time to be touching dicks, now's the time, my man. Yeah. By the way, Gratz says, I got one more for you, bro. I got one more. Take a look. It's not as exciting, but still weird.
All right, so far so good. All right, cool. I think we're by the flag, or we will be. Huh? Excuse me.
That is still weird.
What just happened?
What did just happen?
That was weird.
Yeah, it's like everyone jumped in the thing, but I heard the which meant someone died.
All right, so far so good.
Yeah, so Toad eats shit. Ow! Everyone goes in, and then Toad.
All right, cool. I think we're by the flag, or we will.
Hold on,
be. All right, cool. I think we're by the flag, or
it was
we will
Blue
be.
Toad again.
Huh?
Blue Toad ate shit again. Cause that was the Toad noise.
All right, cool. I think we're by the flag.
So like Toad like whisked from the ether into the box to teleport, but then like died again because Toad's a dumbass somehow.
Or we will be. Huh?
And then everybody died except for Gatafi,
What?
who's
just
somehow
happened?
holding it down. Yeah, everyone just fucking died
That was
instantly,
weird.
randomly. So it's a good thing you had it together, Gatafi, because without you, it would have all ate dick. It would have all gone to not good. Yeah. Yeah, everyone just randomly get, but yeah, exactly. If everyone gets bubbled, it's an auto lose, but you were the one anchor holding it down, dude. I think they had you on their team to to not get got by whatever transpired there. Can you consent to do things to yourself? Presumably, I mean, as long as both me's consent, yes, I think, yeah. Could spawn as everyone else went in or something. Yeah, yeah, some weird fuckery happened for sure. Yeah, I do enjoy some weird video game shit, so thank you, Gratz. Yeah, I'm glad, like I said, glad that your arm is feeling better and that, yeah, I got some potential good progress for tomorrow. And not that there's any rush, but I am selfishly excited for when we can resume some Zelda randomizer. And I don't know about you, but I know my brain has purged a lot of the memories that I was like keeping relatively on tap. You know, with computers, right? They load things into memory, so it's like quick and easier to retrieve it and work with it on deck. Yeah, a lot of that is a lot of that easy access stuff has been purged and removed from my brain and lobotomized. So I will be even more useless than otherwise conceived as being possible when we do resume, but it'll be fun. It could resume maybe soon. Like I said, no rush, but I'm definitely down for it. Definitely down. That being said, potentially not that soon, because I think you've already heard me like be nerdy about this before, Gratz. You can stop me if you already know what's coming, if you know what I'm about to say. But the month of July, I will be almost entirely in absentia because Gracie and I and two of our friends were going to Japan for 3 weeks in July. We'll be getting back. We'll be leaving on the 7th and getting back on the 28th. So 3 weeks, and I'm excited, and it's a little bit terrifying, and it's gonna be awesome. And I will not be streaming in those 3 weeks for obvious reasons, because I'll be a little bit far away from my computer. But yeah, it's exciting, and it's like we're like 19 days away. Like we have now gotten to the point where it has been months away for a long time. Now it is weeks away, and it is becoming that much more real. Yeah. yeah, Meerkat. Yeah, I mean, Meerkat. I would say there's no limits. Maybe there are no. I guess I don't know. I guess I don't know what the limits of the science are, but I'm picking up what you're putting down, the Meerkat. There will be pictures. Well, actually, I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. There will be pictures. I, of course, will post things in the Discord server as we go on adventures. That much is for sure. However, if you wanted a more true to source, version, see if I can do this. I know I posted it at one point, but I don't think I actually posted in the Discord server. Oops. What do? Let's see if this is gonna work. What I'm trying to do. Here we go. Here we go. So, Gracie is in the process of kind of building up her website a little bit more. And one of the things she's it's still in progress, admittedly, is a blog on her website for the Japan trip. So if anybody would be curious, if anybody would be so curious to see the kinds of stuff she will post there, then you're welcome to do so. She's already made a couple posts more just talking about some of the preliminary stuff and some of the planning and yeah, just overall excitement. But yeah, we'll be she'll definitely be like posting stuff there intermittently because she'll have her iPad on her, that kind of thing. So that is one additional place where there'll be updates. But yeah, for sure I'll be posting stuff in the Discord server. Yeah, for sure. If I can't be here gooning, what's even the point? Yeah, I mean there are other streamers, obviously. You know, there's only like hundreds of thousands of other people on the platform at any given time. But of course, thankfully, you know, I like to think I'm a pretty lucky dude. We have a number of really cool streamer buddies that are always doing, you know, their own thing as well. So there's plenty of other cool homies to hang out with. And that 3 weeks will be a significant amount of time. The nice thing, though, is that after that trip ends and I get back to, you know, a normal schedule and things kind of settle back down, that's probably going to be like, that's going to be it for traveling for a while because, needless to say, this has been an expensive month. Well, it's an expensive couple of months because the Japan trip is going to be a big one, obviously. These things aren't cheap. Also, we did that kitchen remodel that finished up a few weeks ago, and that's great, and I'm glad that's done. I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it's finished. But yes, without like delving too much of like, you know, financial situations, I'll just say the travel budget's going to be a little bit sparse, a little Spartan after we get back. Like for sure, we're gonna like, you know, do fun stuff in Japan. We can afford that. That's fun and dandy. But yeah, the travel budget will need some time to recharge. So I'll be just hanging out here. You know, Grace and I will just be chilling out at home for, I don't know, maybe a full year. Like probably not any trips coming in hot. So yeah, these things do add up. These things do add up. And the renovations we did for the kitchen rather. I get my kitchen and my bathroom confused. You know, it happens. Because, you know, you get your kitchens and your bathrooms confused. They're both carpeted, obviously. They're both carpeted. You do food preparation in both, obviously. You know, anyway. But, no, these things are not cheap. And, of course, we had budgeted for these things for a long time. The Japan trip was kind of a... It was a thing that like, was brought to our attention as, like, an option in October of last year. So we've had time to, you know, budget around things, obviously. But still, yeah, these things are not cheap. So, yeah, when the trip comes... when the trip ends and we come back home, it will... like I said, no other summer trips or probably any trips for at least the remainder of the year. Probably well into next year because you need time to recharge. And also, I'm the kind of person where I like traveling, but my battery does need to recharge. I know people where they could just travel forever. There's always that exercise. If your standard of living stayed the same and you didn't have to work, what would you do? A lot of people would say, oh, just travel all the time. And of course, traveling is expensive. So it's like, well, no, the whole idea is your budget stays the same. You can't just travel forever because that shit gets expensive. Now, you can, of course, backpack around, you know, Europe, that kind of thing. Some people do make that work for them. But yeah, for me, even if money was no issue, it's like I need time to be at home to recharge. I like traveling, but like I have a limit, right? So I'm already kind of that persuasion. Gracie is much more adventurous than I am. She definitely wants to like do more traveling, that kind of thing. So usually I'm like the one that's a little bit of some hesitancy, but this will be a big one for sure. What about the shrimping? Just eating shrimp all day? Wait. You're telling me that shrimp will actually fry that rice, Meerkat? Also, we got Jet in the house. What's up, Jet? They have drains. There you go. What else do you need? What else do you need? They're, like I said, they're basically the exact same thing. But anyway, thank you again, Grats, for that raid. Let's jump back into the games. Now that we became besties with our clone that hated us, we can talk with him and maybe have him help me. Actually, I guess I don't know what's next, but we can talk. We've established a connection. Maybe we don't hate each other or hate ourselves because he's a clone of us that's slightly different and has a slightly different background and a different hairstyle.
So?
Are we cool? Yeah.
Are we cool now?
Oh,
Cool. Do you mean did I come to terms with waking up as tech support for my doppelganger?
okay, he's still pissed.
You might have to give me something stronger than dehydrated dumplings to wrap my head around that.
I think he will scoff at this one. This one might make him laugh. So I'll do this one.
Now you're being mean. I went through a lot of trouble to make those, and they weren't that bad. You made an effort. I'll give you that. But see, that makes it even worse. It would be easier to hate you, but eating those fucking pierogi with you, I actually enjoyed it.
Are you showing feelings? Nah, that would be mean.
So did I. Sharing these memories with you.
We're making connections with ourselves.
That was kind of comforting. Are you getting mushy with me?
Maybe.
No. Okay, just kidding. I know what you mean. I'm just not the sentimental type. Who's being sentimental? All I said was... All right. Just tell me what the plan is.
All right, so at least it's something. At least he's not saying fuck you. At least it's something. There we go. Something about a zombie apocalypse, trapped in an office. Don't have access to a bathroom. Oh my god. I don't think I've heard of that one. What the heck? The Elgasta says, we gotta save this one. What the fuck is this? So, quick background of the game. So, we're on a space station that has gone to fuck. All of our crewmates are dead, and we are a dude that has, like, some tech skills, but our skill set is limited. And the reason we're on this planet is because our employer, under mysterious circumstances, sent us here because there's this mystery resource called Rapidium that, when applied to a DNA sample, makes it grow at a crazy fast rate to, like, its full, like, adult form fruition. And there's this thing on our ship, or on our base rather, that lets us, that, like, has this mapping of all the minds of the people that have been that are on this crew, basically, or that are in the ship's crew. They call it the mind mapping. This kind of, like, blueprint, not blueprint, but this, like, mental sketch of the crew members. And what this allows us to do is take a DNA sample. We don't have a lot of DNA samples around, but we have ourselves, so a little bit like a little blood sample. So we plug, like, a blood sample in, sprinkle some of this Rapidium on it, then plug it into the computer, and we choose a memory in our life. There's, like, a series of, like, core memories. You choose a core memory, and you can have it branch in a different direction to have it produce a different version of yourself. So what happened with this guy, he's not, like, tech-minded, he's a mechanic. So instead of, like, we had a core memory where we were like, all right, do I go to college and be away from my family and my, like, abusive dad and leave mom by herself to, like, deal with my abusive dad by herself, but get an education, maybe get a good job? Or do I stay put and go to, like, a trade school and work in the mines, that kind of thing? Or maybe not the mines, but go to a trade school. So the version of us, Yan Prime, went to college, blah, blah, blah. But Yan, the mechanic guy, his version stayed behind, went to a trade school. So instead of getting the tech background, he has the mechanic background. But the problem is, when we birthed this version of ourselves, as a lot of us, I think, would, he reacted with tension. He was like, what the fuck? You created me in a lab? That's fucked up. Like, I have all these memories. They're telling me they're not real. Am I not like a real person? So he's like pissed at us. He's like, fuck you. I don't want to be your like mechanic lackey. Fucking like, how am I any less human than you are? That kind of thing. And like, we're trying to bridge this gap, but it's hard because understandably there's all this existential dread wrapped in this whole thing. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool game. What about the DNA of our old crew? Well, that's the thing. We have the mind mappings of our crew. It seems like it said the mind mapping wasn't available. We could potentially go to the dead bodies of our old crew, but I wonder if it has to be like a fresh DNA sample because our crew is dead. Also, the ship has since moved away from its old location, so I think that ship has sailed because we will eventually be able to go outside again. Yeah. I hope my clone respects me. Like, you would think, like, it depends, right? Because some people are naturally more inclined to be rebellious and confrontational. I like to think that if it were me, that the pragmaticness of me would come out. But I don't know, maybe if I had, like, a crazy different experience in my 20s, maybe it would alter my perceptions of how I interact with others and how I would, like, jump to conclusions. It's hard to say. So, it opens up a lot of cans of worms. Also, we have Twitch voting, which is kind of fun. So if you want to like weigh in on which choice you think I should take, I won't always accept it. Sometimes I'll just do my own thing. But the Twitch voting thing is kind of neat. So trust the corporate. All right, fuck that. Come on, the corporation put us in this mess. Fuck that shit. We're doing this ourselves.
Corporation is supposedly on top of this, but I know better than to put my life in the hands of pen pushers. Oh, I hear ya. You never know with those numbskulls.
There you go. Less gloom.
Right.
We like that.
So, until the rescue ship arrives, we'd better watch our own asses. Do they know about me?
I feel like honesty is probably a good answer here. Also, it takes a little bit of the heat off of us to be like, yo, I didn't want this necessarily. This whole situation that he's not a big fan of was something that was like of their inclination. Leave the politics to me. He doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that wants to deal with this kind of bullshit, like that wants to deal with the higher ups. But I don't know. I think tuning him in is probably the right call.
They were the ones who told me to create you. Bastards. Tell me you know what to do.
Do I lie to him? I mean, I don't. I mean, but he needs some reassurance.
Of course.
We'll give him reassurance.
We need to stick together and stay away from the sun. Well, there's one thing you should know. This base is a resource-consuming, maintenance-heavy sucker to operate.
Makes sense.
I have you to help me. That's not gonna be enough. I'll be blunt with you. If you want to survive, you're gonna need more people. People? What
do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
Use it. Make more versions of me.
Versions of us. We're in this together. Our people.
That almost sounded like you're planning kids. You need to work on your cooking skills, though.
I'm sorry I burnt the roast, honey. I was hoping I could avoid it. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I don't know, man. This is gonna get weird so quickly. Honesty is, yeah, that's how I feel, honestly. Like, you don't do much good for anybody. Like, very rarely, I think, does it do good to, like, withhold or, like, hide stuff. Certainly not just, like, flagrantly lie, but to, like, hide stuff from people, especially if it's a grown-ass person. You know, kids, okay, yeah, you know, some things are, you know, it's like, some things can be traumatizing, but still.
I was hoping I could avoid going through all that again. It was quite a struggle with you. Struggle? One day you'll look back and realize I was the easy one. Mark my words.
He might not be wrong. Then, yeah, who gets to welcome them? Welcome to the crew, bro. Oh, we just walked through me. Did we just have sex? Is that what that was? No, I mean, I know what sex is. No, I've been married for like 2.5 years. No, of course I know what sex is. I was testing you. It's a kind of What is it exactly? It's like a drink, like a drink you order, or like a tasty treat. Anyway, no, I know what it means. Shit, get out of here. He's got a bag of chips. He's got a bag of chips. Oh, we got a phone call. Phone call from the dude. I'm sure he's gonna have only good news, right? Communication room. There is a drink called Sex on the Beach. I'll grant you that. Oh, it's from my memories. It's the.
Hello?
She has this number.
Jan, can you hear me?
Lena? Wait. Lena, is that you? What are you... How did you find me?
They let me know. Agatha, my boss, came to see me and said you could use some support. Are you
Her
all right?
ex-wife, basically. I don't know if we ever got married to her, but yeah, our ex.
Yeah. Everyone's dead. But I'm fine, somehow. It's a lot to handle.
Yeah, I know. Is it true you found Rapidium?
Questionable. Questionable. Are we in a giant wheel? Yeah, it's kind of weird. The base is a giant wheel, and the middle part, stays upright. That part is a little weird, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm imagining like something that can like traverse the terrain relatively well. You would think like a walker thing with legs, maybe. I don't know. Like multiple wheels. Okay, yeah, I get it. They can get busted. What if we like roll over a really sharp thingy, and it punctures the one wheel we have? Yeah, I don't know. This will not go well. This will push her away, and we probably could use like any amount of support from anybody. Or something that flies. Something that flies would be cool, but like, I don't know. What if something malfunctions and it crashes? But maybe no atmosphere.
Yeah, I did. It looks amazing. So much more beautiful in real life.
I'd love to see it. And you back in one piece, of course. I think the board is genuinely concerned for your safety.
Oh, is she like a higher up?
What the hell happened out there? How
The board.
did you survive?
A hovercraft? I mean, that'd be sick, but yeah, it would definitely be expensive.
So, your boss, did she say anything more about the accident?
But yeah, it's a little bit questionable. Like, is that really the best the
Said you're
future has
all
for
alone
us?
out there and could use someone close to talk to.
Really?
How did you make it?
Something mysterious
I'm not
happened.
sure. Something strange. Everyone died in their landing pods, except for me. I don't know why. It's really weird.
Oh my. That does sound so unbelievable.
Even more unbelievable to hear from you, out of the blue.
I know. It's awkward for me, too. We haven't spoken in a while and suddenly this. I just hope... What's the plan for getting you out of there?
There's
I was hoping you would tell
guy
me.
called Lucas Pena. He's handling it.
He's a pain in the ass, all right.
Someone from STC.
You know your way around.
It's been a couple of years. Look, is there maybe anyone from outside the company you'd like me to get in touch with? I mean, to let them know?
I mean, we definitely need help. We'll just be like, nah.
No. There's no one.
I didn't mean to get personal. You know what? Why don't I ask STC to keep me in the loop? And to keep an open channel for me? If you want that.
An open channel with our ex? I mean, I don't know, man. I think any communications with the outside world, we'll be agreeable to it.
Yeah. I'd like that. Thanks.
Good. Take care then, and talk soon.
I was kind of half hoping our altar would be behind us to be like, oh, who was that? And we'd be like, be able to tell them a little bit about ourselves.
Are we supposed to stop here? Nope. It's way too early. Don't tell me something's wrong with the base again. Not on my watch. Systems are working fine.
Something outside then?
Yeah. Well, don't jump into your suit already. Well, I'm kinda starting to like the inside of our base.
Can't say I blame him. I don't know if I want to go out there either. I guess I'll get in the suit. Get in the suit, Shinji. And yeah, exactly. Now the problem is, it sounds like she also works for the corporation. So, how much can she really be trusted? And there's the personal connection, but I do think it's still a good thing to have just other humans to talk to that is not weird versions of ourselves. So, I think there is that. The sun is far away. So we have to be out running the sun constantly, basically. Find a way out.
Get rid of you.
Oh, we just walked through each other again.
Hey, man.
It just feels so weird, but also so right. Can we talk? Sure. It's weird that he wants to talk to us, but yes. Metal Gear Solid 2. Oh, shit. Without spoiling anything, and this is coming from a person that's never played Metal Gear Solid 2, but I know this shit. Give him the lava lamp. Hey, bro, I know you're going through it, bro, but it's okay. I got a present for you. Oh, man. Yeah. Honestly, and maybe you noticed this too, Jet. Did you notice, like, I don't know, maybe it's a 2025 moment, right? You see a profile picture for a person, a character in a movie, a TV show, a video game, and you look at it and you go like, and then you look and then you kind of like squint a little and you go like, and then you're like, is that AI generated? Because like her profile picture, right? It had like a sheen to it, right? And I'm not trying to say that the developers using AI bad. I mean, yes, I do think when developers use AI, that's not good. To generate assets, I don't like it. I mean, yeah, game development is hard, but anyway. What I'm thinking is like, maybe it was like meant to be obvious AI. Maybe this is like conspiracy theory. I'm putting on the tinfoil hat. So what if, like Jet is kind of suggesting, what if like she is like a construct based on our memories to connect with us, make us feel good, but also maybe feed her info that we don't want to share with what's his face with Lucas. Because the voice also sounded a little bit weird, but I think the voices sound weird because of the quantum communication device just in general. So I don't know. Could be just the corporate trying to manipulate us. What if we are an altar? Entirely possible. Entirely possible that we were born from yet another Yan Prime. Because we're Yan 1. This guy's Yan 3. What if there's a Yan 0? Hard to say. Hard to say. Lava lamp. Who would like the lava lamp? I'm not sure this guy's a lava lamp guy. Multi-tool might be helpful, but I think I'm going to need it since we have to use the multi-tool outside.
Something you wanted to discuss with me? I wanted to congratulate you. On what?
Nice.
Having a smart me on board.
All right.
Seriously? Yeah. I flipped through some manuals while you were sitting on your hands. Looks like we had the base operating in minimum maintenance mode. Oh? Yeah. But I played around with functionality options and hey presto. We got some new handy toys unlocked. Tools in the workshop and such.
I do like some toys. So do we be like, that'll keep you busy, fucking nerd? Or do we be like, what I expect from a lowly technician, don't touch me, you'll get it dirty? Or do we say, hey, that's nice, thank you?
Oh, wow. Oh, thanks. I can't wait to check them out.
Kind of an obvious one, right?
Problem. There's also some upgrades available in the building module. Is that like something you like to play around with too?
We ain't getting cozy here. Or, being nice and warm and amenable. Amenable? amenable, I think is the word.
Sweet. We could do with some improvements here. Sure, but don't start fantasizing too much.
Too late. I already have a boner.
Everything costs resources. So, wherever we are and however long we're staying, it might just be wise to see if we can set up a mining outpost instead of relying on shallow deposits. Just in case. Sound advice.
He's not wrong.
I'll consider.
Oh, yeah, running the sun. I think that is exactly what's happening. I think that's exactly what's happening. Because when we have, like, direct sun shenanigans, it melts our penises. How long is a day? It was kind of implied earlier that the sun was, like... I'm trying to remember. I think it said, like, 6 or 7 days away at the very start. So I think it's implied to be about a week for the sun to rise. Are we going hypersonic? Yeah, it's weird because it's just like a wheel that's just rolling around. I mean, unless the idea is that it's either a small planet or the sun has a very slow, or not the sun. The sun's not moving. The planet has a slow revolution cycle. But there is still the implication that we're close to the planet, hence why the radiation levels are so scary. But maybe it's a crappy sun. Maybe it's like a weak star. Yeah, so this planet is spinning slowly, right? Yeah, presumably. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's not the revolution. Well, revolution, sure, but yeah, the spin cycle is probably more relevant. No. So all good things to consider. Find a way out of this goddamn mess. Also, probably some more food would be good. More food, more metal things for sure. That's the airlock, of course. I do want to take a look at what we have in our future. Anything cool here? A greenhouse, hydroponics. To grow vegetables faster, very nice. I wonder how unrenewable Rapidium is. Like how easy it'll be to find it, or if it's like super rare. Scientific research, that would be good. So we have a great need for a lot of metals. Process into metals and organics. The module is probably safe, probably. Social room, that would be nice to like hang out and with the homies. Beer pong, watching movies. The couch upholstery is stain resistant, but the beer pong table is not. 2 injured or irradiated crew members, right? Because radiation is a thing. Cool stuff. And then the workshop. A couple other things. Radiation filter. I definitely want one of those because our guy is still very irradiated. How is it? Only for 1 day, though. We'll want a bunch of those. Laser beam that allows for good drilling. Good battery. Will be used once. Planet exploration. So there's stuff on the suit that runs out of juice eventually. I haven't seen mention of anything like suit related that had like a finite amount of fuel or finite amount of juice. Maybe that is like tied in with some of the other tools still, like this thing maybe. Okay, well, regardless. Yeah, the filter would be nice because our guy is becoming more and more irradiated, which is going to be a problem. So I'm thinking maybe one of those filters will help. I'm hoping there will be like... I'm hoping it'll go down over time. Alright, so... time to explore. Haven't explored in a while. We have a mighty need for many things. There's like a small deposit. We want like the big blobs over there. Might be a big blob of it over here. Stuff in the distance. Oranges and some blues. Blue, of course, means the... oh, yeah, there's some right here, actually. It might just be straight up lava. Or it's blocked. Maybe it has to be drilled, yeah. Yeah, the blue is the organic material. There we go. We need the organic material for sure. I think I need the fancy climbing tools for this shit, yep. Oh, actually, no, it says 2 hour. So, climbing... okay, never mind, okay. More stuff over here. The metals, I think, is more pressing. But I'm not going to say no. Actually, well, the problem is we're nearing our maximum amount we can store for the organic stuff. So I'll get a little bit. Oh, that's a max anyway. Green? Enriched metals. Oh. Now if I go down, I'll have to find another way around. I don't have the climbing gear to jump back up. We find more of the stuff. Yes, we did. Presumably there's three bundles. Alright, we got it. Still no metal, though. Does kind of go away, which makes sense. Goes down. State of Decay, 1 and 2.
These loose rocks look like they might be passable.
If I had the right materials, right?
Only I had
a tree. Yeah, some kind of thing. Yes, yes. Do I go and drop down? Sure. Grab these things. Oh, that's just more of the fun material. Yeah, still need to be able to climb back up. Yeah, the jackhammer, but I guess not really an option as a drill. Ooh, radiation. Yep. It's scary. The green stuff is very enriched, but very, very spicy. It's got the spicy air. Thankfully, that does wrap back around, which is good. And I need metal to craft one of the climbing thingies, but I need the climbing thing to reach all the cool metal spots. I go... like, there's stuff there that I'd like to reach. I don't want to get too close to that stuff for obvious reasons. I'll go fast. Ouch. Oof, my bones. Yeah, there's implications that there are actual metals here. A deep deposit. Deep. Can mine the stuff. For normal pace, no health risks. I like it. I like it. And I think that's where I have to place the thingy down and like scan. I think that's the implication. There's a little bit of loose stuff over here. It's great and all, but it is pretty meager compared to my needs. My needs are mighty. Yeah, jackhammer. Yeah, I mean, you'd think it would like get us somewhere at least. So scanning thingy. Scan waves. Moves towards the deposit. But it costs energy. But nudges you in the right direction. Cool. How much energy do I have? I have 5 blips of energy. Actually, I realize that we can't just like go around the whole thing. We only have so many blips. I'm just gonna assume it's gonna be this way. I'll continue. Say here. Here. Can't actually place it on that guy. I'll go and do the wave. Hold it. Yep. This way. And maybe even like a decent bit this way. My guy is getting tired. Ooh, got a good one. Of course, we did retrieve all the stuff from earlier. Mining outpost. Bam. And then, oh, got one little nugget right there. One little nug. And then gravel pylon and regular pylon. So same thing as earlier, we'll just kind of trace the path. As long as it has line of sight, we can get pretty far. We're getting a call. Can I take the call right now? We have to be back at the base for that shit. Is there like a place where I can like drop down? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Stuff down there I definitely want. Over here? Oh, wait, let me grab this. There we go. Regular pylon. Okay, that's connected. Drop on down. Still has range. Just get by the spicy air, which is good. As far as it'll reasonably let me. Within reason. Within raisins. What's up, Grim? Good to see you, buddy. We're doing more. We're playing a cool little game. This game is about a week old. A little bit less. It's very good.
Take care of this.
Yes. Alright. So he's to the metal outpost, which means he's mining some metals, some raw metals. So while that's happening, I can keep exploring for a little bit. My guy's getting kind of tired and the radiation is a problem. Seeing the extent of that area. Yeah, the game is pretty cool. It's very unique. I'm liking it a lot so far. It is... of the other games by this developer, it's the same developer as...
These rocks look like they might be passable.
Yeah, same kind of thing here. Same developer as This War of Mine and Frostpunk 1 and 2.
To drill through them.
I've only played Frostpunk 1 and 2. I haven't played This War of Mine. But I'm liking it a lot so far. Very, very good. Very good video game. It's a very unique premise. I'm enjoying the unique premise. And like the philosophical quandaries it kind of brings. It forces you to reckon with some weird shit, but I'm liking it. What if we attach a dildo to it? There you go, Meerkat, thinking like a proper intellectual. An ascended intellectual. Or lava down here.
So, this is why we stopped. A lot.
That would explain why we can't get past this thing. Incoming radiation? Alright, time to head back then.
Plan B then.
My guy's getting kind of tired anyway. He's getting eepy.
To figure out if there's a way around.
Grab these couple nuggets over here, then we'll bounce back.
Wonder how many more surprises this planet has in store.
Alright, cloning yourself? Yes. Yes, you absolutely nailed it. There's a whole bunch of, like, proper deposits here. So I really don't have time to grab the big ones. Let's grab a couple small ones. Head back. But yeah, that's the basic premise. Yeah, like, not cloning yourself, but like, slightly, if you allow the expression, altered versions of yourself. So cloning yourself, but with different, like, decisions in your background, in your history, that led you to, like, different moments in your life, different paths in your life. So that you, like, have different experiences or different backgrounds, different skills. So the guy we have right now, so we have the main guy, then we have technician version of ourselves, which has, like, instead of going to college and getting like computer skills, he went to a trade school and learned how to, like, work with machinery and engineering and mechanic skills, that kind of thing. Yeah, sleeping on the floor. Yeah, so we need to get him, like, his own room. He's still kind of angry, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're like moving towards progress on making him like a happy dude. So where's he right now? He is doing base maintenance. It's a little bit radiation. Can I, like, call him back if he's outside right now? I think he's outside right now. What if I can call him back somehow? What about feeling a strange attraction to the person that is being cloned. We very much delved into existential dread and a small amount of horniness. Small, minuscule amounts of horny. What's up, Wiggle Wiggles? Some funky stuff, that's right, that's right. You aren't inventing new sex toys for the bedroom, are you even experimenting? Is Bill Nye even involved? Ultra's not being ripped, but not being thrilled. I can't say I blame them. Can't say I blame them. If I go and make the radiation filter, I think that would be smart. The radiation filter, yes. But can't afford fucking climbing shit. I can make some decent stuff. We have a decent amount of mush right now, so I'll keep that for now. We'll eventually make the nice stuff, but we need like raw food. Not sure that's gonna happen. A couple other things. There's a drill. Yeah, that's the drill we saw in the base. So we have so 2 tools we definitely need to be able to play with. We know the scan wave thing. I do want to build a social place so we can hang out with our bud, hanging out with the bros. Safety goggles. That's what Bill Nye would have wanted. That's right. That's what he used to say. Safety goggles on, but places on condom. Yeah, that's a fair point. Not really an alternate dimension, although it might as well to them. Like, to them, they had this background, and now here they are. And it's... to say that there is, like, some emotional whiplash is a massive understatement. Some metal deposits, you know about that thing. Enriched metal, or enriched... yeah, enriched metal, yep. Assignments. Just like in RimWorld, you can assign times for your dudes to be doing shit. There might eventually be a scientist version, maybe a botanist later on. There we go. So, assignments. So, I'm gonna say, how can I bring him back? Because I don't want him doing shit right now. It's getting pretty late. Off shift. Assigned. Oh, it's left click to assign. But it says assigned, yeah. Yeah, I think I want him not doing stuff right now. Well, I mean, resume in the morning. The thing is, he is more of a... he's more of a technician, so he should be doing, like, base maintenance and that kind of thing. There we go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for, like, the thing that says, like, yes, put him in a place where it makes more sense. There's no scheduled repairs, obviously. Doing base maintenance, yeah. So this is, like, really his thing. I guess if nothing else, I could have him be in the workshop. There we go. Yeah, click that and then, yeah. So we have things to do in the workshop. Okay. So now he's no longer outside. I hope. Yeah, in airlock. There we go. Okay, so he's coming back. Good. And I was thinking about doing some kind of like social, like build the social thing for our guys. Social room. I lack the metals. Can I at least build the machinery? Yeah, the guy's inside now. Oh, I already had barriers. Oh. Okay. Trains for 24 hours, of course. Not for 5 days. We have a call to take, though. Yeah, I'm worried about main guy's radiation levels. They're like, it's never gone down. It hasn't gone up, but it definitely hasn't been going down, which is concerning. The reality is the real one. Yeah, exactly. It's all perspective based. If you've seen season 1 or 2, really any amount of Severance, you know kind of where this is heading. Can you find one where they're thrilled about it? Potentially. I mean, there was like one of the alters that we could potentially get, we saw in the little preview earlier, was Scientist Jan. And Scientist Jan might be like, whoa, this is amazing. What a like amazing scientific discovery we've made. And he might be thrilled. Most of us would be like, what the fuck? But some people might be like, dude, this is fascinating. Misunderstood broody artist. There you go. There you go. I mean, there might very well be a performance arts major clone of ourselves. It's entirely possible.
About time. I'm in some deep shit here.
So you're not at your destination yet?
I'm stuck. We're stuck. There's a freaking lava river blocking our way.
Do you think you can cross it?
I don't know. Still working on it. Anyway, you can help me?
I can try. I have a limited view of the surface of your planet, but there is one thing you could do.
Lava-proof the base.
You have a lot of very useful tech on board that base. It's designed to overcome practically any obstacle. All you need is a properly trained crew, if you know what I mean.
So ejaculate on some of that rubitium and you're good to go.
You have for me?
You still don't get it, do you? That's a lot. If it helps, I have some news for you. Good news and, well, just news.
Huh. What do we want first? Good news first.
Or the good news first.
A rescue party is being organized.
Okay.
Organized. You mean they're not on their way yet? What the hell are you waiting for?
Mr. Dosky, please, calm down. No matter how long the procession, it will always end up in church.
A weird phrase.
What? Just the thing my grandma used to say when I was a kid and tired of doing my homework.
Except this is not about your homework.
Sure. But you gotta understand, your mission got dispatched pretty far away. We still haven't mastered teleporting.
Weird way to get cut off. Anyway.
I thought you were responsible for the navigation system. Isn't it your job to make sure we're safe wherever it sends us?
Well, that's what I'm doing right now, isn't it? Making sure you're safe. Step by step, we'll get your procession safely to church.
Not overly reassuring.
How long do you think it'll take them to get organized?
All I can say is, they know it's an emergency.
Wow.
Not reassuring.
That long?
Don't shoot the messenger, man. I'm really trying to help.
Not reassuring in the slightest bit. And Iggle Wiggles points that now we've installed the filter, it will slowly go down over time. That's what I'm hoping, yeah. That's what I'm hoping will happen.
So, what's the other news?
Well, I know you have a lot on your plate right now, but there's a request from my boss directly. Before we get you out of there, we want you to retrieve as much Rapidium as possible.
Yeah, I think an outrage is
Oh, come on. Now,
acceptable.
when I'm in the middle of this shit?
Yeah, I know. But the middle of this shit is the reason, Mr. Dosky. If it's true that there is a lot of it there, we just can't leave it to waste. With the sun coming and all.
I really don't know what to say to that.
It's sure gonna give your rescue mission wings, if that's your kind of incentive.
Of course.
My boss will want to speak to you shortly. And you'll see how important it is. He's not some kind of empty three-piece suit if that's what you're afraid of.
Still not reassuring, bro.
But it was his idea to, you know, let you in on the branching procedure.
Exactly, Meerkat, exactly.
Alter doing any better?
It's like, listen, it's not easier, bro.
Nope. Hasn't gotten any easier.
Remember, you need to show him you care.
Is this about you wanting to talk to him again?
No. No, none of that. My boss put it out of my mind. That's not to mess things up even more.
A weird way to phrase that.
Oh. You admit it's a mess.
What? No, we just... You know what? I'm not commenting on that. Talk to my boss about it.
Tell me more about this boss of yours. You mention him a lot.
Is he real?
He's the head of mining operations. Great mind, very open. You'll see. Doesn't normally do this, you know. Talk to people on space missions in person.
Oh, I feel so...
He's not really a hands-on kind of boss.
He saved your life, in a way.
He's more of a not talk to the common folks kind of guy.
What's gonna happen to my altars back on Earth?
I don't know. I'm sure my boss will think of something. He always knows what to do.
Awfully dubious, this...
You either really trust him or you're very good at not saying anything.
Maybe both? I'm not a natural talker.
Ever tried working on it? You know, with a professional?
Not really. But my sister wanted to be a therapist and she practiced on me when I was 5.
Oh? And how did that go?
She turned to breeding hamsters.
All right.
I hope you're not laughing.
You heard nothing? Like, the more interactions I'm having with these other people through the system, I'm curious how much of it is real. Like, how many of these people are legit? Like this mysterious boss we keep hearing about. Like, are we actually gonna ever get to talk with him? Is some evidence that he's a real person?
Your family seems interesting. Got any more stories about them?
It's a big family. Brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles.
That's a weird thing to say, don't you think?
Yours?
I was the only child.
I have a big family, some brothers, I don't know.
Can't imagine how that feels. Anyway, no time to talk about families now, right?
And we got Sweetcar. What's up, bud? How's the game so far? I'm enjoying it a lot so far. I'm still fairly early in on the game. We're past the prologue and we're in the first journey, so to speak. And we're kind of getting our Celix as far as like, you know, like the main gameplay loop by this point, now that we're past the intro. It's pretty cool so far. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Okay. I better get back to work then.
Yes. Just remember about the Rapidian, Mr. Dalsky. And wait for contact from my boss.
Yes. Might pick it up next month, Sweetcar. Well, if nothing else, the Steam Summer Sale is inevitable. You know, we know it's coming. New alterations available in the Quantum Computer. Now, the game is good. If you've played other games by this developer, 11-Bit Studios, which is to say if you've played Frostpunk or this War of Mine, you know that, you know, the whole notion of like important decision points and that like playing into part of the overall narrative is a key kind of thing to a lot of the games they make. I really like how it's incorporated in this game. And this game is quite different from Frostpunk and quite different from this War of Mine. But I'm liking it a lot so far. It's very, very smartly made. So technician fellows down here. Let's see. I think, did I actually have him make the filter, or did I just queue it up? I think I just queued it up. Yeah. So I'm actually going to remove that. The amount of metals we have is still not enough to make the drill. But I use it to make something else though, because I was talking about like the social area. Yeah, social room. We need 30. Oh, minerals. Oh, that's a, okay. That's something we don't have yet. That's the fancy stuff. We could make the research lab. We could do something else. Yeah, I think that would be good. Oh, but only used by a scientist. Okay, we don't have one of those then. Don't have a scientist. Something that would be helpful. We already have a workshop. Rich metals. We'll need this eventually to refine these things, I think. Now the enriched metals, yeah, that's its own resource. But once it's refined, I wonder what that turns into once it's refined. Maybe it says so in the tutorial. In the manual, that is. I had a large family. We had skin, a couple of ambulatory appendages, you know, normal things that people talk about in these matters. Yeah, it's like a story mode. Yeah, more an FPS. Yeah, the game's gameplay loop is interesting. and the resource management and the base management stuff is interesting. But yeah, the narrative also has me very, very much intrigued for sure. If you want to do FPSs, but also story, that's a good point. Fallout 3 and New Vegas, both good choices for like FPSs that have, you know, some cool stories and very much a soul to them for sure. So mining the deposit. And then when it's enriched, it's divided into metals and organics. So that's regular metals. So, what are they called? Minerals, I think. Minerals is like the thing that is a little bit unclear right now, but maybe once we see it in the wild, it'll make more sense. Yeah, minerals. Okay. So in the meantime, our guy's getting pretty tired, so we're gonna wind down the day pretty soon anyway. The thing I would definitely like next would be one of these two. Either of these two really would be helpful. Both would be great. Both would be nice. So, we have a decent amount of rapidium. But I want to go ahead and start with making like a scientist guy or a botanist guy or something. So we potentially could. The womb. Also standing by though. Just, yeah, a new altar is ready. This is standing by. Was there a... Maybe we have to start here. Do we have to build something? I mean, we have the rapidium. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So now we have a full menu. What is the sheep for? It's kind of our mascot or our pet, because when we first were instructed to construct the womb and place the rapidium and see if this thing works, the base came with a pre-installed DNA sample, and it birthed a sheep, and we have a pet sheep. And I mean, let's be real, depending on how scarce food supplies get, hopefully we don't have to butcher it, but no guarantees, obviously, no guarantees. So, there we go. It's like looking for the ability to scan around. So, we can see a couple of options. So, talking about the different life events that the protagonist has had and how that like, oh man, how do I like just zoom out? Yeah, if you zoom out while your mouse is on it, it just keeps re-zooming. There we go. So, looking at the various life events of the protagonist and all the potential paths in which you can branch out and clone a new fella. So, a doctor fella would be cool. A shrink, which is to say a therapist person. I'm kind of curious. So, if we wouldn't have turned a blind eye to the woman that was getting accosted, and we would have instead said, we're gonna help. Yeah, we like instinctively help out the lady. But we need qubit level 3. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, but probably like as we like explore more and achieve more. That's something. We already got the technician, obviously, so we're good there. A couple of other options. There's a miner, better efficiency with mining. Would be helpful. Would be very helpful. Refiner, same thing there. Worker with crafting. Scientist sounds cool. Therapist eventually. Oh, yeah, for sure. Sheep are well known for being cloned. You're not wrong. The name of the sheep is Dolly. The name of the program is called Project Dolly. The name, like it says on their shirts, on their jackets, says Project Dolly. This sheep's name is Molly. But yeah, for sure, they knew what they were doing. Also, you're not sick anymore, Meerkat? Good. That is some sick news, but the good kind of sick. The good kind of sick. Yes, if we would have taken the mining gig, for instance. Pays the bills, but yeah, still not fun for sure. Still not great. I'm curious about the scientist one. Better prospects. So if we would have stayed in university, gone on the PhD, could we become a scientist? Not as profitable, but our wife would have supported at the time. Path of science, and maybe have it leads to wealth and riches. What about this one? Break the pattern and then find your own. A guard. So earlier... oh, right. So it was the choice of, do we... Yeah, we rejected the offer of, like the mob guy, the racket, basically, to go in on some shady dealings, or we accept the job. Actually can't accept that one now, even if we wanted to. Disciples' altars and the contemplation room. I know I keep making references to it, but man, the number of parallels between this and Severance makes me very happy. I should tell Gracie about this game, because this, I think, would fascinate her greatly. She loved Severance, as did I, but I think this would really tickle her pickle. And you know what? I've a vested interest in tickling my wife's pickle, if you wink, catch my drift, wink. Botanist. So when it came time to deciding whether or not to stay put and like deal with being alone and being a bachelor, or, you know, this is how it ended up. Or no, actually, no, never mind. This is not when the split happened. I thought the split happened here, but it was the... Oh, I see. It was the wife taking a new job. Okay, the wife taking a new job. We convinced her to stay, and she resented us for it. In this alternate reality, hopefully things will work out, but we change careers as she changes careers. And that's the last of the, you know, potential options right now. But presumably each branching path could lead to other potential branching options, which is kind of cool. First mammal. Yes, I think you're right. Yeah, first mammal. I think you're right, Meerkat. Yeah, so I'm gonna say the scientist would be great. Scientist would be great. Miner would be nice. Like, faster mining sounds cool. I don't know if we need faster mining. Research might be really important. I'm with Meerkat. Therapist would be awesome. Doctor would be awesome. We can do neither one yet. We can do neither one yet. I like how it tells you it eventually leads to this other one. So that's kind of cool. We already have technician. Yeah, mining would be nifty. Refining one. Actually, oh, I guess I didn't look at this one, actually, did I? Yeah, I didn't look at this one. So, our mom's funeral. But, and we're sad about it, but here, we like, I guess, like, we internalize it differently. What if you ran away? So if we, yeah, skip college and, like, do some other fresh start. And we take some other kind of job. It doesn't really say how or what the job is, but better efficiency with refining. Again, like, that's a cool efficiency. I like the idea of it as a convenience, but I'm not sure that it necessarily is a priority. So the idea of, like, research, like new stuff, to me excites me greatly. So I'm going to say research man, science man, you're it. It's our next homie. I do like these sequences. Goes for his PhD. I wonder if he's still with Lena by the end. Because in the reality where he never went to college, he never met her. And with Yan Prime, they split up. And sure enough, this does open a whole nother series of options. So just to kind of see the story of how it went for Scientist Yan, or Yan rather. So we go off to go for the PhD. Only a few months, yeah. So it's probably fine. This distance won't be a problem for the two of us. Me going off to pursue my PhD, her having her own project she's working on. But drifting apart, yeah, I'm not terribly surprised. But we were like so over engrossed with our research that of course we became, you know, absent-minded. No surprise there. But we still got some cool scientific breakthrough. We got the grant money, so now we have a serious investor, so things are going well. Got an office. Daddy's got a new pair of shoes. Things are looking good. Eyes on the prize. This is still the same year, 30 years old. Finding Rapidium, so maybe, yeah, in this universe, or in this a timeline, I suppose, yeah, we've contributed to Rapidium research. So yeah, this one might be like legitimately excited to be here as opposed to being like, oh god, this is so fucked. Tesla's just around the corner, but then the market crash happens, right? Oh, but hey, but they bump into Lena. Reigniting, maybe? Reuniting. Reigniting a romance, maybe? You've both changed. And she's doing well. It's nice to see. Okay, so maybe nothing getting reunited, but still, it is neat. Read the contract, space mining. I mean, the pinnacle of your career. So, interesting how, like, in every path, they still end up on the mission. In some way, shape, or form. In different, like, focuses, obviously. Different disciplines. And in this universe, that's interesting. The scientist is studying what went wrong with... Oh, well, maybe not this team, but some team. There was some disaster. Tech is well tested. What's going on? I like Corus sending just about anybody on these missions. Maybe they need you on board. Right. So that's how that happened. That's how we board Project Dolly. Fascinating. So we've got that one crafted. Now I think we get to birth him, don't we? He's already been birthed. Oh, it'll take a while. He's still primordial gloop. Still some primordial gloop right now. Interesting stuff. It records like the alternate dimensions. Yeah, that is very much what the computer is doing. Collecting the data, yeah. Need a reason to be there to help with what's accepting. Or help accepting what's going on. You mean like when we're here to like welcome them when they awaken? That's right. Time to hang out with the sheep. Oh, actually, here's one thing you can do. You can pet that dog. Can I pet that dog?
Molly, what are you up?
You can pet that dog.
Rascal?
I like he's got a little pillow. That's very cute. He's got 2 pillows. A nice little fuzzy. Well, actually, no, several pillows. A nice little fuzzy carpet to hang out on. Little rug. And some like weird like grass, I guess. A weird potted plant to eat. Not sure how great that is. Oh, look at that. We're 10% of the way through. So we're getting there. Our guy is getting EP though, so I'm going to put him down for nappy naps. And I'm putting him down for sleepy sleeps. It is 2 a.m. He's getting quite tired. Oops. Oh no, I had the right idea. Oh, I was looking at the wrong floor. It's 2 floors. There we go. Our guy's getting sleepy. End the day. Productive day, I would say. Yeah, well, that's the thing. At one point, the guy was like, I didn't consent to this. What the hell? And Lucas is like, well, listen, you probably did. You just maybe didn't pay attention to the fine print because, you know, there's a lot of words in those contracts that you signed. That is the reality. New Ultra is ready, by the way. So exciting. New Ultra is ready. I really do want to continue this. This is very fun, but you know how this is, man. It's getting late, so I do need to wrap it up here. I think the game saves pretty often. So, Act 1, Day 7. Yeah, it just saved. So, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. The game is saved only when you wake up. Yes, that's fine. Because I just woke up. Woke up and put on a little makeup. Yeah, this game, I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with this game. I definitely want to continue it. Of course, I've still got a decently full schedule for the next couple of days at least. Next week, I think, should be a little bit more open. So I think next week we'll be able to have a little bit more flexibility to kind of go back and continue some of the games we've started. This for sure being one of them. I do still need to circle back around for Date Everything. That game came out yesterday, 2 days ago. And of course, without internet, I was unable to stream that day. So I do still want to go back for that one. And I think the only Dare Drop thing that's on my radar is, well, Section 13. I think that'll have to be a one-off, though. I think that'll be a one-off for Section 13. Maybe later this weekend. Probably more likely early next week. And then, what was the other one? Oh, there's another Space Marine 2 Dare Drop campaign that'll be starting pretty soon. I think in a week or so. That'll pretty much be like one of the last things I stream before the trip. Beat some Space Marine 2, I think, because that'll start like a week or so before I embark for the journey. But yeah, so as far as like things that are in the immediate future, and like bearing down with deadlines, there's not as nearly as many. We've burned through most of my backlog of things that I needed to play, or wanted to play, to stream, that is. But no, this was fun. I'm impressed by this game. It's a cool game, very cool. I like the mix of story things, you know, and interpersonal relations, and fucking grappling with the reality of your situation, and the Soma-esque conversations of what it means to be a person, what it means to be real and human. And yeah, I'm fucking loving this shit. And the base building is cool. The base management is not overly like oppressively complex. It's simple enough, I think, so far at least, and not like at all, thankfully, not even close to Frostpunk levels of grinding you down and making you feel helpless. Because, man, you know, that was one of the primary factors with Frostpunk driving me nuts, where it's like, my god, this game, and Ogasa, you warned me, it's like, this game is, not this game, but Frostpunk is like brutal. Like, my god, the game just makes you feel like there's just no hope. And honestly, there isn't. That is the whole game. The whole game with Frostpunk is to make you feel miserable and helpless and worthless, because you are. There's like, you're meant to feel that way. That is the universe. The universe is there's no hope. It instills that feeling so well, because that's the vibe. But like, man, it's hard. I mean, I could maybe see myself playing it off stream, but streaming it, it's like hard to keep the energy levels up when it just feels just dread, just constant dread. Anyway, no, this game is good. I'm liking this a lot. I would say by far it's my favorite 11-bit Studios game. I've only played 2 before this, but still liking it a lot. Liking it a lot. And Augustus, remember, there's always Kenshi, Alex. There's always Kenshi. There you go. There you go. And we got Caprolog, man. I appreciate you popping in, buddy. Appreciate you lurking. Yeah, I'm vibing with it for sure. Vibing with it for sure. And I noticed that too. It's gotten good reviews. Yeah, if it were up to me, yeah, if it was a Steam review situation, I would give it the thumbs up. No question. No question. It's probably not for everybody. You know, rarely is a game that is like strategy based management oriented for everyone. I do like the exploration. I think that's kind of cool. I think C. Dutson said it well. There's some what do you call it? There's like some Death Stranding. There's some like base management a la maybe not RimWorld, but some like the base management is interesting. He mentioned XCOM. He mentioned it being XCOM-esque. I think that's more with like the there is base management in XCOM, so I could see that, I suppose. When I think XCOM, I think combat, and I don't think this game really has combat, but who knows? Who knows? The children yearn for the space mines. That's right. It's like me loving someone. Philosophical questions, questioning humanity. Not for everyone, but gets good reviews, and also throbbingly arousing was the next thing you were going to say, Grim. I saw the ellipses. I know you were trailing off, but I know the next thing you were going to say was, like, butt-clenchingly attractive. That was the next thing you were going to say. I can see it. I can read your mind. But anyway, thank you for watching, though, friends. Thank you again to Gatafi for the raid. Very nice of you. And, no, this was good. Really glad I got to try this out. Shoutouts to Evolve PR, hooking us up with a review key for this game through Terminals.io. Grim says, listen, I can only get so erect, otherwise I will pass out. Yeah, that's why they just drifted off the keyboard. Now, the game is good. Game is very good, for sure. Looking forward to more of it. I mentioned we're going to be... originally, I was planning on playing Far Outside... Oh, wait, hold on. What's it called again? Far Lone Sails. Far Lone Sails was the game I was going to play tonight. Ended up shifting around to Altars because I was so excited to try it out, man. I was like, I can't wait. So we'll play, I think, Far Lone Sails tomorrow, probably. Tomorrow or Saturday, but tomorrow's more likely. And then Sunday, more co-op games, most likely, with the homies. We, unfortunately, weren't able to do Noita Entangled Worlds with Shake and Alias and Craft last week. But hopefully this Sunday we'll be able to game with the boys and get some of that going. If nothing else, there's always Night Rain. Night Rain co-op continues to be fun. We have other co-op things in our future. Maybe also like some Binding of Isaac, because Shake raised the specter of 4-player Binding of Isaac co-op, and I would, oh my god, I would just die. I love Binding of Isaac. I'm shit at it, but I enjoy it a lot. And the idea of doing like a crazy, stupid co-op thing with the homies, doing some Binding of Isaac would excite me greatly. So that would be quite sick. Quite sick indeed. So we'll see. We'll see. As always, here's my socials page. Has all my stuff. All my social media, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you fucking name it. It's all there. I try to have a presence on pretty much every platform. I do multi-stream to also almost every platform. I multi-stream to Twitch and TikTok and YouTube and Trovo and Facebook and Pornhub and Chatterbait and, you know, all the normal places people multi-stream to. But of course Twitch is the main one. I got the hoodie, so, you know, of course, gotta support the threads. So if nothing else, follow me there for, you know, the true chatter experience, the true viewer experience, if that would tickle your pickle. And the Discord server has my schedule. Also, we do giveaways every so often. No giveaways this week, but probably some giveaways next week. Probably. Maybe. No guarantees, but probably some giveaways next week. And the Discord server is where we proctor all of our raffles. So if that would interest you, make sure to join the Discord server. There's also channel roles to sign up for, one of which would actually notify you if you were to sign up for it. One of the channel roles will actually notify you when a new giveaway opportunity presents itself. So if you would never want to miss a giveaway, that's the best way to do it. That being said, friends, I'm looking at my list of peeps. And we got some cool folks we could raid. However, you know, it's sometimes kind of fun to go off a little bit into the deep end. Kind of go off and find a new weird person to raid that I've never raided before. And we got a couple of options. A couple of folks that are... I usually try to avoid, like, people that have, like, 1 billion views. We got a couple of options. Ignore the dings of advertisements, that kind of thing. Is there anybody streaming this game that might be going for a bit? Of course, we are in the... we're very much in the... You know, the weird part of the night for most Western audiences, where it's getting into EP time. So probably not a ton of people that are in my time zone, but maybe we can find someone else. And we got a few folks that we got a VTuber person. We have this person is from Australia. Person. All right, so who do I raid? So we have a couple options. We have like some solid options all across the board. I am going to say this person. We're going to raid this person. Because their screen name is one letter away from being Ada Lovelace, who was a famed software... software developer... No, not software developer, but like engineer and computer scientist that has a programming language named after her, if nothing else. But her name is Aya Lovelace. So she seems pretty cool. She's playing this game. Never raided her before, but that's the fun thing about playing a game from a new category is sometimes... Now, what sometimes happens is I'll play a game and it's kind of an oddball, like sicko choice that no one else has ever heard of. So you check the directory and it's complete barren wasteland. Sometimes though, you play a game that's kind of popping off and other people are streaming it. This is one of those such opportunities. So I'm going to raid into Aya Lovelace. She's playing this game. Never raided this person before. Never watched this person before. No idea what they're like. They seem pretty cool. They got a cool VTube setup. They got a cool, it's like a kind of like a demon dragon kind of VTuber lady. She seems cool, and that's good enough for me. It's good enough for me. So we're gonna raid into Aya Lovelace, playing this cool game. I think she's a little bit farther on than we are, but because I think her scientist person is alive based on what I'm seeing. Although she might not be that much farther. So we're gonna raid her, and I will see you guys there. I should be back tomorrow. With all plans going as they are expected to. I should be live tomorrow. Like I said, playing Far, Lone Sails. Not sure what I'll play on Saturday. Maybe that, oops, sorry, didn't mean to smack my microphone. Maybe that, Jotun Slayer game, which I keep putting off because it doesn't actually have a deadline associated to it, so I keep putting it off, but I do want to get to it because it looks awesome, and I do love me a good Survivors-like. And of course, I'll make sure to update the schedule accordingly. But alright, guys and gals, thanks again for hanging out. Thank you again, Kritoffy, for the raid. Get myself a snack and then get myself to bed because it's late. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys around. And, yeah, this game is good. Very good game. Looking forward to more of it. Lots of good games in our future, guys and gals. Everyone have a good one. Bye-bye.
Today on Unsolved Mystery.